Find those travels as always as you can. What's going on, everybody? Hello, everyone in the GOG community, GOGlings, GOGLites, GOGorifics, all those GOG peoples. Welcome to Pen and Pixels. It is episode 161 of Pen and Pixels. I am your host, Arvin Elleron. This is the show that we do every Tuesday, focusing on story and narrative in games, and we have been doing that with Thronebreaker over the last couple of months, and we're going to be continuing that for a little while longer until it's finished. I think we've made some very good progress, and we're moving ahead, and that's awesome and exciting. So soon we'll be moving on beyond that, and then the plan is to go back to Pathfinder Kingmaker, and the plan after that is to jump all the way back to Divinity Original Sin 2. So eventually we will get back there in time. Before we get any further, let me just remind you all about the ways to support us here at GOG.com. If you haven't done so already, please make sure to follow the channel. That is always much appreciated. If you haven't done so already, please make sure to check out and subscribe to us here so you can get some of those awesome emotes that I saw Kilgore using just a little while ago. And if you haven't done so already, please consider checking through to all of us as individual streamers, because we have our own subs and Patreon systems and all that kind of good stuff that are worth your while as well. Thanks also to Frass War, who was on before me, playing some awesomeness, and I will be with you until 7 p.m. Eastern, so a little bit under 3 hours from now, when I will be giving way to Blackheart, who is playing Tanglewood tonight, which I know only as a really awesome concert venue in Massachusetts, but I'm guessing that's not what he's thinking of. I'm sure that's not actually what he was going to do. Live Tanglewood concerts on GOG. I don't think that's what he's doing. So anyway, that's going to be coming up at 7 p.m. Eastern. And with that said, let me turn on that. There we go. Hi, everyone. Good to see you all. Hope everyone is doing well. As I was saying to my folks on my own channel earlier today, I'm wearing my Conan shirt today. So the question I have is, what is best in life? To crush your enemies, to see them driven before you, C, to hear the lamentations of the women, or D, all of the above. And clearly, I think D is always the answer in those scenarios. But I hope everyone's doing well and is looking forward to some awesomeness tonight. I should mention as well that if you are interested, on Friday, I'm going to be at Farpoint, which is a convention in Baltimore, Maryland. I'm going to be there as an invited author talking about my books and about other work, and I'm going to be on a couple of panels and doing a reading and stuff like that. And so I would love to see any or all of you there if you are anywhere near the Baltimore, Maryland area. If not, I'll be trying to stream from the book fair that they're having, that the authors have on Friday night, where we'll be basically showing our works and stuff like that and talking to folks, and I will be doing that on Friday night, so I'll be trying to do a live stream. Last year I was able to interview Timothy Zahn, some of you might be familiar with from Star Wars books, and other folks as well, so hopefully I'll be able to do something similar to that this year. But that's going on Friday. As for this, the time has come for us to move back into Thronebreaker, and I'm really, I'm having a blast with this game. I hope you folks are as well. I understand that it's not everyone's thing, but I've just really been enjoying it, and my feeling has been, if I'm enjoying it, then I ought to keep doing what I enjoy. And I'm closing, I can't say that well, it's not like I'm going to finish today, but I feel like I'm moving almost into the home stretch. And so we'll see if that ends up being the case. But with that said, let's get to it. And there we go. Let's get those GOG alerts up as well. Okay, lovely. Ooh, I wonder if this got up in time for that to register, because I know that we have some of those resub things that are going to be happening as well. So I'm hoping that actually played out. But thank you, Nonstop, very much for the 26 months. 26 months, man, on a 7-month streak, Nonstop. You the real MVP. You will get a chance to hopefully see that when the alert pops up. I have the alert on, but again, I don't know, because the alerts are acting oddly. The way they're doing it, I think, is that Twitch has this whole new thing where you can, again, register your resub, basically. And the reason they have people doing that is that they want to make it so that so that you can basically, if you have to stop subbing for a month or two, when you get back in, you can actually show how many months you were subscribed to, and then you can actually keep that streak. So Nonstop's got a 7-month streak, but he's been subscribed overall for 26 months, which is a great idea. It just means that in the meantime, the alert system is a little bit fouled up. So anyway, you have our respect and gratitude, Nonstop, so thanks, man. All right, let us do this up. Okay. There we go. And you keep your sub edges. Yeah, which is it's a really great idea. Like, it's a smart thing to do. It just means that the alert setup is a little bizarre. So, not much you can do about that. Now, what I actually ended up doing was I ended up managing to finish that little thing we did right afterwards. So I did complete that because it was so close that I just wanted to finish it and not go back into it this next time. So I did that. And as you can see, we are closing in on being finished with all of this. We are not quite there, but soon we'll be done with it. Here we go. So we've got all of this stuff left over. We're close. So we're going to go in here, take care of this, go down here. And I want to get this level finished tonight if I can. So we will see if that is possible. Am I going the right way, or am I running away? Running away, Okay, good. I was like, I'm like, wait, what? Okay. Gullbrat. Take care of that in a minute. More markers. Aha. Okay. Couple things, not too bad. My queen, this building houses the Bank of Clan Zigrin. The banker claims that should we invest now, in a few months' time, our its worth will increase threefold. Sounds too good to be true. Should we invest anything? I'm going to invest. I invested a ton of money, and boy, do I hope that that was worth it.
I'd get up. I would, Your Majesty, but my arse is frozen to the ground.
Curse of Blackbrook Vale's been undone! And by a human wench!
That's
Curse of Blackbrook Vale's been undone!
Four Dwarfs Codex states it clear. If you're in a mine and something knocks, you'd do best not to knock back. Ever. Four Dwarfs Codex states it.
Riding past a mine, Meave noticed a group of miners gathered around the entrance to a shaft.
And
Frost had settled on their moustaches and beards, suggesting they had been there for some time. The Queen summoned Gabor and asked him to determine the reason for this sit-in. He returned after a few minutes and announced the most curious thing.
They're waiting for the knocking to stop.
What?
Meave's frown prompted Gabor to explain in greater detail.
According to our laws, dwarves can't go into a mine if there's knocking coming from inside. We're obliged to wait for the ruckus to quieten down.
Ah, yes.
Mine.
Our own miners share this superstition.
What's up,
Reynard interjected.
They say the knocking is that of a treasurer gnome, a kind of mine ghost.
What?
With all due respect, your miners are dimwits.
Gabor said, patting Reynard on the shoulder.
Knocking means an imminent and abrupt discharge of the potential pliable energy of rock formations. In other words, you can, a rock burst. Except usually it's all done in a day or two, whereas these lads have been waiting going on 2 weeks. Foreman's grown impatient. He'd like to send someone down the shaft, have him see what's at issue, but, well, the code forbids us from doing anything of the sort.
I love these codes that restrict you from making common sense decisions. Let's see what's happening.
If in this manner I can gain favor among your brethren,
Sighed the Queen, dismounting.
so be it.
I need to
I shall
gain
descend and see
favor
what the problem
with my
is.
brethren.
The shaft was too narrow to fit an entire
Serious
army. So Meave and a small unit of men entered the mine, miners' lamps in hand and hearts in their mouths. The rhythmic knocking coming from the bowels of the mountains, distorted and multiplied, was unnerving. Soon the company arrived at the place that seemed the source of the knocking. Gabor put his ear to the rock and listened for several moments in silence, then struck the wall with all his might. The wall crumbled with a crash, opening a passage into another corridor, from which sprang numerous foes.
Yep. They were trying to cause problems. In the bowels of the mountain, in the darkness of the abandoned mine shaft, it was impossible to discern who stood against Meave's force. It was clear only that they were men, or at least something taking their form, imitating their voices. Knowing her sword was too large to thrust in this tight shaft, she threw it to the ground and reached for her dagger. It's a shortened battle. It doesn't say that it's a specialty deck, so I should be able to use my regular deck, I think. Okay. let's see how that does.
Did you hear something? What was that?
My
Shadows.
gnome senses are telling me. Those definitely aren't ghosts.
That's troubling. Alright, let's see. Let's do that. Okay. Let's put down...
You mad? Don't shake that!
Put that down there. Now you'll cause them problems, exactly. What's up, King Aethelwulf?
Who goes there? Drop your weapons!
Who goes
Nay,
there?
you drop yours!
The hell are you?
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
Okay. These just like regular dwarves, maybe? Because that would certainly make sense if that were the case. Alright, I gotta get rid of that guy quickly. Okay.
Who just grabbed me?
Oh, apologies, Maeve. I thought you were Reynard.
I didn't do that, and I don't actually know... I did... What do you mean? I am confused. Let's see. I kind of want to move him back, though, is the problem. Oh, I wish I had saved that other one. Okay. Okay, that thing is going to be a problem because I can't get rid of it. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know. I want to leave them up there is the thing. Okay, spawn a base copy. Lowest power. Alright. Good, I like that. That's destroyed. This is a weird fight, and I'm not totally... That's my graveyard. Okay, so we can't do that yet. Let's move this here
Bigger
now.
they are, easier they are to tug.
Okay, like that. Oh, is that why? You know what, actually, Gallet, I have to say, I don't find it as... I don't find it quite that way, I have to say. I'm a little... I wasn't sure, but I actually think in the end it ended up not being quite what I was concerned it was going to be, frankly.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
bloody thing?
It's a very good question.
So much anger and suffering. For what?
It's a very strange fight. So it's not that bad, Galen. It also, like, introduces you to concepts. Oh my god. It introduces you to concepts, fairly, like, how do I put this? It introduces you to ideas and concepts on a relatively slow pace. So that helps.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Okay. 91 to 90. Okay. $91.89. That's close, but I'll take it.
Stop!
Weird fight.
Stop! We surrender!
Strange fight.
Both sides were surprised. Both fought in the weak light of torches, nearly down on hands and knees. In the end, the Queen emerged victorious, and as soon as she had returned her sword to its sheath,
Oh, am I?
she asked the new prisoners a question that was on everyone's mind.
Who the devils are you?
The captives looked at each other in disbelief, as if before them stood a ghost. Finally, one
Test
of them
1,
managed
2.
to
I should be
choke
better
out a
now.
response.
I think,
Your
Lucky.
Highness, we're your sub...
Recognized the accent at once. The men came from Rivia. But what?
Sorry.
Boom.
Okay.
According to the prisoner's account, after the Nilfgaardians' invasion of their kingdom, terrible poverty gripped the land. Seeking bread, some desperate inhabitants had gone to the mountains of Mahakam, engaging in wildcat mining in search of precious ores.
Okay.
Without asking the dwarves what they thought of this,
You know yourself, my queen.
explained one captured Riv.
They guard their treasure real jealous-like, don't care a whit about the suffering of others. They see us starving down in valley and don't lift a stubby finger.
If this comes to something where I have to choose between my subjects and the dwarves, this is gonna suck.
Sadly, the Rivians had dug close to existing corridors. When Gabor destroyed the wall that stood between them and the dwarves, they were convinced they were being attacked by monsters, so they raised arms in self-defense,
Maeve,
Oh, I didn't know that.
'tis a tough nut to ken,
said Gabor.
but let's nae kid ourselves. These men... We must hand them over to the Mahakaman Guard.
So they may do what? Sentence them to hard labor, or hang them at once?
Said Reynard, his usual calm shaken and his voice raised.
These are your subjects, Queen. They coveted their neighbors' goods, true, but only because they had nought themselves.
Oh, God. This sucks, but I gotta do
Dwarves
it.
left the mountains to rob the fields of Rivia.
Said the Queen after some consideration.
I'd want to judge them according to our laws. Like it or not, Bruverhoog has the same right.
But, milady, you're us queen. You swore to protect us.
From harm, yes, but not from due punishment.
With a heavy heart, Meve handed the Rivs over to the Mahakaman
Oh,
Guard.
God, look at the morale.
What happened to them, I cannot say for certain. But they were not seen again.
The dwarves better be happy with us because of that. Damn it. I just couldn't afford to piss off the dwarves anymore.
Well, boys, we swig and we get back to work. Well, boys, we swig and we get back to work.
Man. Okay. Is there anywhere left where I can get morale? Is there a remaining shrine? I think. Oh, yes, there is. I had saved a shrine. Awesome. Okay. I gotta go back there. I saved a shrine for this exact reason, because I knew that there might be a situation like this where the morale was going to be pretty terrible. So I needed to get back and present myself in a way where I could make this happen if need be. So now I can go to that shrine. I hope I'm going the right way for. Yes. Go across here. Pick this up. Yes. Morale, my men. Woo! Alright. Neutral morale. I'll take that. I will take neutral morale. I don't think I have any extras left over. I think that's it. Yeah. That's fine. I'll take it. Yeah, okay. Alright, so morale is returned to normal. Which is good. Alright. Let's see. I'm sure my soldiers are not happy with me, but, like, I can't... I mean... I've tried to do a lot of balancing acts here, but I gotta make the dwarves happy. Otherwise, this whole thing's
The
gonna be a
sound
disaster.
of approaching hoofbeats made Meave turn to see Reynard spurring on his panting horse, galloping at a breakneck speed towards her.
Ill tidings I bring, your grace.
Which is
Clearly. Glad tidings never arrive with such urgency.
Our scouts captured a Nilfgaardian messenger. He was traveling in disguise, and by night. When he realized his capture was imminent, he strove to destroy the letters he carried. We were able to salvage some, in parts.
Anything of interest?
Yes, there is, I fear. Your Majesty, you must listen. Consider your offer accepted. Direct Meave and her force to the agreed site. We await their arrival. Your reward shall be as agreed. Hail Keritsa.
A traitor. We might have expected as much.
Who's the traitor, though?
Nilfgaard has shown amply that it abides only by the rules it sets. Since they have not proved able to defeat me in the field, in open battle, they seek other means. I suppose the scroll bears no name.
It does not, your grace.
Have we any other clues?
Have we any other leads or clues?
None, I fear, your Majesty. We must be alert. Keep a keen eye on events as they unfold, and exercise great caution in forging new acquaintances.
Very well. Eyes wide open, all senses attuned. Yours in particular, Reynard.
Of course, my liege.
Oh, man. Well, that sucks. Oh, there's another shrine! Hey! Why is our morale dropped again? Stop having morale drop. Man. It's a good thing, too. I was like, man... Okay. What have we here? Your Majesty, something dwells in this house. A beast with burning red eyes and frightening growl. Perhaps it guards something worth finding, but only a few brave souls would be able to fit inside. Not all might return. And then Ike of Denel, who I don't have anymore, which sucks. Alright, as the typical odds in wartime, send them in. -3 men, 250 gold. There we go. Tainted ale. Tainted ale, ho, ho, ho. Don't tainted ale. What exactly is this tainted ale? There we go. Mark a unit and boost it by 10. After 3 turns on turn start, destroy that unit and self. What do you mean, and self? Look at that amazing... It's so cool, these graphics. 3 turns, destroy that unit and self? What does that mean? What is the self part? I don't know, I find that confusing. Intercepted letter. Consider your offer accepted, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we already heard that. Oh, also, while I'm on the subject, I need to check and see what exactly I'm aiming for. Royal tent's done, mess tent is done, command tent is done. Training grounds and the workshop are yet to be completed. Let's see. Rivian Onagear, that's pretty sweet. Okay, I need 3,000 gold for that. Yeesh. Alright, 3,000 gold. That's what we're looking at, people. 3,000 gold. Neutral morale, though, so that's okay. Well, lady, we've spotted gold down there among the debris. We could send a few soldiers to dig it up. But if the rope snaps, those rocks will serve as their final resting place. No, we're not going to drop our morale again. I don't need 450 gold for that. It's going to just stay there? Come on. Alright, fine. See, the thing is, if I had known that was going to be the case, I wouldn't have gone to this shrine. I would have done that, and then I would have come... Ah. Darn it. Crap. Crap. It's never going to let me get past there, is it? Damn. Alright. Well, here we go. Hopefully this helps the morale going forward. Snowball fight. Lyrian winters are mild, frosts are rare, and snow, should any fall at all, melts the moment it lands. Yet Meave's soldiers had now witnessed an expanse of the frosty powder blanket the peaks of Mahakam. They delighted in the harsh beauty of the frigid landscape, then were struck with an ingenious idea, to pack snow into small orbs and hurl them at each other. Hilarity and hearty laughter ensued for minutes, that is, until a troll joined their revelry. To their terror, he had brought rocks to a snowball fight. Oh god. Great. Puzzle, special rules, shortened battle, and custom deck. Great! Hey, what's up, Cat Pig? Oh, I am here. I'm just dealing with a troll. Troll snowball. If it lands on a row, damage all units bonded by 2. Force the 3 highness units to swap rows on their side. Throw a troll snowball at the row with most humans. How do I destroy that thing?
Ah, should have listened to me, old lady. This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads.
How? Alright,
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Oh! Okay.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
4.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Okay. With the snowball. This is very troubling. Let's see.
Thing about
1, 2,
slings,
3.
they hide well.
Okay.
Aye.
Okay. And let's see. This isn't gonna work, is it?
Hey?
Nope, dead. Damn it. Shoot. Alright, let's restart. Darn it. Alright, that's frustrating.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow.
He doesn't do anything.
And a time to die.
Okay.
Ah, should have listened to me, old lady. This harvest.
No, 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 no,
we'll
no.
be reaping black-clad heads.
I think that's what I meant to do. Oh no, actually I think this is right.
My spirit's willing
Okay.
and how, but these damn
That
boots
should
are
be
killing
blocked,
me.
yep.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Okay. Okay, and then this.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
2, 3. Okay. He's got one more stone.
I've hit the white of an eye from half a league away.
3. Should still be enough. What? Why is that defeat? What do you mean defeat? Why is that defeat? I don't understand. Why is that defeat?
My spirit's willing and how,
What is that? I don't understand. What is defeat? Why would that be defeat?
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Doesn't make any sense. Because I need to have a higher score? I do have a higher score.
Aye.
It's immune. Every turn on turn start, throw a troll snowball at the row with most humans. That's all it is. I don't understand. Like, do I have to play? I mean, special rules is just do not let Meve die. Okay, I haven't let her die. Like,
should have listened to the old lady.
Bigger they are, easier they are to tug.
Throws it there. Okay.
Thing about
1, 2,
slings,
3.
they hide well.
Okay, yeah. He's got 2 rocks left.
Hey?
It's not what I meant to do. Damn it. It's annoying. I hate having to do a battle again when I feel like I already won it, and I don't understand why I didn't win it.
Should have listened to me, old lady.
Turn.
This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads. My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me. There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
I've hit the white of an eye from half a league away.
You can cancel the placement. Yeah, but yeah, but the issue was not that. The issue is just figuring out how to.
Bigger they are, easier they are to tug.
All right.
Aye.
Did it again. God damn it.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
This is annoying. I don't understand why I didn't just win it. So I feel like I'm playing this and I'm playing it while I'm annoyed because I feel like I should already have won the game and I won this and I don't understand why.
These damn boots are killing me. There's a time to reap.
I mean, is there an extra rule that says that you have to play like you have to play all your cards or something? It doesn't say that in the rules.
Aye.
Hey?
Should have listened to me, old lady.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads.
Alright, and then...
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
Okay. Like, I already did that. What? What the... That's it? I don't even get any reward? What the hell was that? What was all of... Okay. I have a feeling somebody didn't quite complete a quest over at headquarters, because something does not compute with that. I don't know what that was all about. I mean, whatever, like, I'm happy that, whatever, it's done, but... It's, yeah, I mean, I won, I guess. Really odd. I feel like I did the exact same thing in there I did before, but anyway. What have we here? Davor's Abyss. Well, crap. That's a lot of monsters. That is a lot
Meave's
of monsters.
force neared Davor's Abyss. Signs of beastly feasting were not hard to find.
Beastly
Countless paw and claw tracks were impressed in the blood-stained snow. Among the boulders, bones picked clean were strewn about. Gascon lifted one from the ground.
Empty inside,
He said,
something sucked out the marrow.
Meave soldiers feigned indifference to the grisly sight. They marched on, their stepped rhythm unwavering, a song on their lips. Yet hearing a slight tremolo in their voices, Meave knew they merely sought to drown out their fear. A moment later, a commander's horn sounded, the signal to halt. The Queen galloped to the fore of the column and found herself at the edge of a vast, round hole in the ground. She could not see the bottom. Meave drew her reins tight to prevent her mount from taking even one step forward.
What is this? A crater? A desiccated lake?
A mine of the strip variety.
A mine.
Gabor explained.
Treasures we picked and shoveled for here. Diamonds. Till we happened on the beasts, that is.
What now?
Orion's a dam. Holds back a lake. If we can break it, water'll rush in, fill the abyss and the tunnels from which the beasts emerge. Just need to get around the mine first. Way down's on the other side.
Meave squinted and gazed into the distance. Indeed, there was the dam. And at its foot, a swarm of beasts roiled about.
Great.
Her soldiers gazed at their queen expectantly, their arms at the ready. She knew well they would rush into battle, in spite of their fear.
Gabor!
Meave cried out over the whirling wind.
Have you bards here in Mahakam?
Course, your grace!
Then we shall give them good reason to compose this day, on the themes of courage, of heroism, of Lyria! Gee up!
And with that cry, the queen spurred her mount, grabbed a banner, and raising it high over her head, rushed headlong at the horrid swarm.
Hell yeah. And plunged to her death into the hole. Davor's Abyss. The dwarves delved greedily and too deep. No, deep into Davor's Abyss, and from it pulled diamonds of unsurpassed quality. These stones glistened at all the courts of the north, bejeweling crowns, capping scepters, studding chalices, and glamorizing ceremonial swords. Some stayed Mahakam, though in more mundane incarnations as drill bits or crystal cutters, for example. Yet the days of Davor's diamond delving were long past. Now only monsters crawled out of his dark abyss. Gain 7 charges on your old catapult without it being destroyed. Story battle, special rules, okay. 7 charges on the old catapult, huh? Fight time first. Okay. Well, look at that. Look at their morale. That's great. I don't think I needed that one, guys. Maybe. There we go.
Here's the way down! We need to break through and destroy the dam!
Okay, units adjacent to this one. So, I wonder if this gives it charge, but I guess we'll find out.
Oh, sorry, eh? Turnips back for an encore.
gonna... That one, and... They're immune! Yep, and Barnabas has already saved me once, so I've been very happy with Barnabas. Alright, Slizzard. 7 charges on my old catapult, okay. Okay. That's fine. Okay, let's see. Let's get,
As ordered.
Oh, wait. Darn it. I put him in the wrong place. Okay. That's fine, that's fine. Is this not a unit? So does this not count as a unit? Is that the problem? I bet that's what it is. I bet it's not a unit.
Oh, could murder a pint.
I have to do another unit? There's no other way to... Great. Okay, there are units. Okay, good. Getting really confused. I don't know why I can't equip that either, but... Good. Yeah, well, that's true. I mean, I was in the process of trying to fix that situation, but...
Make love, not war.
I agree with you on that, but...
Your Grace, monsters approach from all sides.
I don't want to do that. Oh yeah, well trust me, I'm a little concerned about that myself, frankly. Okay. Let's see, let's place... Problem is, I don't have any people to... Ah, this sucks. This sucks. I have to lay a card down. So obviously I would use different units next time.
Knock out one of your teeth.
Yeah, I agree with that. He's got 3 charges. I wish there was any other way to get that charge up, frankly. Okay, 4 charges. Okay, there's 8, right? Lovely. All right. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got.
Excellent! The dam's about to give!
Alright. We will see how that all goes down. Alright, I'm going to use this. Okay, that didn't do anything. That was just to play that card. Because I still have that. Fill that up with a charge. Good. Okay. Right. And... Zap. Seven charges.
Let the god stunners flounder!
Excellent work!
Woo! Nice. It's a little weird, that game, because it felt like it was going well, but I wasn't sure.
Bards sang of this battle soon after. For no claws or fangs could break through the wall of shields the Lyrians raised that day. And no scales could protect the beasts from the Lyrians' stinging arrows and blades.
Fight! Do not relent! Let us show these beasts! It is they who should fear us!
The Queen shouted. In the end, the beasts turned to flee, yet Maeve's force cut off any chance of escape. A solid wall of men began to push the monsters ever closer to the edge of Davil's abyss. Pressed from all sides, the horrors began slipping over the precipice, screeching terribly as they fell.
Blood. That's
silence.
Cool but troubling.
Last. The Queen stood at the edge of the precipice, breathing heavily, leaning on her sword. From the depths of the mine came muted growls and groans.
Let's flood the damn hole,
hissed Gabor,
before any other shite crawls out of it.
A rush of icy water suddenly rose, then just as
it really is, yeah,
plunged into the mine, flooding the pit.
That would have gone even better
and
if I hadn't had my
Davor's abyss,
so
now lay Davor's pond. Maeve descended back into the pass, exhausted and covered in beastly blood, yet also exceedingly pleased. She was one step closer to dwarven support in the war against Nilfgaard.
Yeah, that's got to make the dwarves feel good.
Once the Lyrians had put some distance between themselves and the now destroyed monster lair, Maeve ordered her men to pitch camp. Then she sent the quartermaster off for food and drink. The soldiers lit campfires, then set aside their weapons. Soon after, lively music and song could be heard throughout the camp.
Your Majesty,
Reynard said from behind Maeve's back.
A messenger from the Elder-in-Chief.
The Queen turned to see a dwarf in a richly adorned jerkin and a shako with golden seams. She stifled her laugh into a smile and lifted her chin proudly.
What is
expecting
a shako?
Praise and a pledge of aid in the war against Nilfgaard.
My lady, your daring deeds have come to the Elder's attention,
said the dwarf in a measured voice.
He's positively irate and demands an explanation.
Irate? But why? I and my men, we've aided you greatly.
Elder Hoog awaits at the Long Bridge.
Yeah, this is
It'd be wise not to keep him there any length
This
of
is
time.
BS. This
and
is the
with
traitor.
That, all the Queen's enthusiasm for a celebration was instantly gone.
That was the traitor.
She waited until the fires expired and the songs died down, then gave the order to march.
Why? He's the traitor. Why are we giving the order to march? This dude is the traitor. He's obviously the traitor. Seriously? Yeah, but that's not... There's no chance in the world this is actually Elder Hogue. That's the freaking traitor. We already heard about him. You should tell him to go stick it where the sun don't shine. Day 234. First day of winter. Going to be mighty rough. No, not the Elder's not the traitor. That guy who just gave me the messenger, because we just heard before that they were going to be like, bring him to the appointed site and we'll reward you well and blah, blah, blah. This is obviously the traitor. First day of winter. Going to be mighty rough. So cold the pickaxes are freezing to our hands. Had to cease work. Day 239. The snow started. 2 meters a day. No plowing visibility. Chimneys barely poking out of the snowdrifts. Day 245. Monsters. Attacking from all sides. Hard to hold ground. Huge losses. Day 250. Had to abandon the mine. Retreating to Borrow's Rump. Will return come spring. Petra Fuchs. They are coming. We cannot get out. Drums. Drums in the deep. No. Just kidding. Well, let me see what this, Okay. I want to see what this this thing with the blood is here. Customary greeting. What's up, Shadowed? How you doing, man? Alright, I'm not sure that I want to know what this card is, but... Look at 5 cards from your deck and play 2, then discard the rest. Yeah, you're going to stay right where you are. This is not going to be helpful for something like that. Ooh! 3,195, 2709. That may be enough. Yeah, I think that's enough. Yes, indeed. Okay. So now what this provides is a couple of things that I haven't had access to before. So how do I make copies of it? Oh, I have to recruit with this, right? Minus 188, minus 5, minus 100. Okay. Damage an enemy by 3. Charges 2. Damage all units on this row by 3 whenever a unit appears on this row. Nice. I would like to craft 2 of these, please. These are actually the first 2 cards. Good to see you, Shadow. These are actually the first 2 cards that I've crafted, actually. Alright, I'm going to get rid of... I like that guy. I do not like the cavalry. I just never use them enough. Instead, I'm going to add this. Lovely. Pitfall trap outstanding. Set the power of each unit on the row to the average of the row's total power. If the average is 3 or below, yeah, it's 2. That's what I like. And I like this too, this Riven Onager thing. Okay, how much for that? Minus 180. Oh, I need more gold. Okay, I need to get gold, but then I'll be able to build more of those. That's pretty awesome. Okay, I need more gold. We must have more gold. Aha! Okay, all areas revealed. There was one more spot. Okay. We go this way. There you go. There's more gold. See? I knew you could do it. Send Barnabas to steal underpants. I'm serious. Barnabas saved my bacon earlier on. It was pretty cool. Alright. You know what? I'm not digging this. So I'm going to put in this Mahakamael instead. Okay, what else? I would like to build, not the crushing trap, but this thing. Also, for those of you who watch over my channel, I typically begin my stream with our song called Onager, so I feel sort of duty-bound to do this. Nice. Okay. So... do not need... I don't need that many stray slingers. There we go. Okay. Good. Awesome. I love it. That is perfect. Okay, good. Feeling good. Oh, wait. Sorry. I need to make sure what my next thing is going to be that I have to build. Royal tent's done, mess tent's done, command tent is done, training grounds are not done. Not enough resources. I know that. 6,000 gold and 8,000 gold. Oh my god, that's probably not going to happen in this scenario. 1,500 and 2,500, that's possible. 2,500, 2,000 is a little less possible, probably. Mark an ally was destroyed, move it to the hand instead of the graveyard. That's interesting. Yeah, none of this stuff is... I don't really... I don't think I love any of these, to be honest, so... Alright, I'll just keep building them. This I can see. That's really useful, yeah. So 6,000 gold and 2,000 wood. Alright, so it's going to be a while. It's going gonna be a while. That's fine, though. One thing I'm really concerned about at the moment is I need morale. I need a shrine. Nice. And a chest. And an avatar border that I don't really care about, but whatever. Petrit, I agree, the mine must be evacuated. Carry as much as possible of what you've excavated so far and raise a red banner so our scouts can spot you in the snow. Alabaro's Rump looks forward to your safe return. Tomor Fuchs. Okay. May still not have had that yet. Because this is, as you can see, we just got this and up here, so we're getting there. Can scouts do anything else? Okay, all areas revealed. Ah, I see where that chest with the key is. Cool. Over to the right side of the map. Could really use a shrine. Really use a shrine. Welcome to the lands of Clan Vidmar. You share a tale, we share the ale. Hoo-hoo-ha! I really think it's important, chat, that everybody go out today and do a little bit of that when they leave. Just head outside, just be like, hoo-hoo-ha! Just a bit of hoo-hoo-ha. Okay. We got blizzard going on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Aha! Card that can be used in the Gwent multiplayer card game, which again, I'm not going to play.
Frozen. All. Only the banner moves. Blown by the wind.
Downright poetic. Prime material for a ballad. Perhaps even a whole saga.
Nice. That's a little nod to the Banner Saga. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I wonder if they know about that. That's pretty sweet. Banner Saga, which is great. I'm actually playing Banner Saga 2 with my voiceover team right now on the channel. Ruins of Whiteforge.
Gazing towards the horizon, Meve noticed a dark shape outlined against the mantle of snow that lay on the ground. It proved a tower, toppled and broken in pieces.
That's not good.
Around it lay the ruins of other buildings, blocks hewn out of basalt rock protruding from the permafrost.
That'd be the Clan Vidmar ruins,
said Gabor, hollering over the wind.
Rich ones had their clan seat here till earth tremors turned all into dust. Hundreds of dwarves lived here once, and now, not a living soul.
Ah! Help! Save me!
On the contrary, there was someone midst the ruins,
The fall of the
and
House
said
of Vidmar.
someone was clearly in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Meve ordered her men to find the unfortunate soul. They returned moments later, leading a dwarf whose teeth chattered. They had found him in a ruined building where he'd sought shelter from ghouls. Judging by his appearance, the dwarf had spent the better part of a week there.
Wow.
Mirko Vidmar, they call me.
He said, patting down unkempt hair that seemed to reach in all directions.
I came here seeking a family heirloom, lost in the tremors and the chaos they caused. I ken the chamber where it ought to be, but, well, beasts made their lair there. I cannot drive them off on my own. But bold warriors like yous ought to cut them down in a jiffy. So, will you help?
Yes, if it's going to help the dwarves.
I too have lost my home, estate,
said the queen.
so I understand well what you feel. I shall help you recover your heirloom. Call it a whim.
Mirko Vidmar's face lit up. Though he'd spent a week besieged and eating stale biscuits, and though there was a hoarfrost in his beard, he quickly trotted to the front of the column and led the Lyrian soldiers to the underground chamber.
Unless this is the traitor,
As
but I don't
promised,
think so.
Beasts awaited there.
Okay. The fall of the House of Vidmar. Legacy of the Vidmars. The underground chamber was decorated with numerous reliefs portraying the heroic deeds of Zvank, the Vidmar clan's progenitor. One depicted the dwarf strangling a Shaelmar with his bare hands, another rescuing miners from a collapsed cavern, and the third wolfing down a succulent pork knuckle. It came as no surprise Mirko wished to regain the relics of his famous ancestor. Okay, it's a shortened battle. That's fine. So 1 round, and that should be okay. We'll see if these new cards that I got make any difference. If I actually had them. Yeah, there we go. Let's see what we got.
The ruins! From there they come! Drive them back!
The unit's plate may be seized by this card. When a seized unit takes damage, move it back to its original position. Okay. That's troubling. What? That's garbage. How do I get that back? What? Really? Come on. Wow. Really? Really? No, I did not have a chance. I'm not going to have a chance to read it probably today, Echo. Hopefully I can get to it tomorrow. Sorry. That's such garbage. What the flip, man? That's obnoxious. You know what? I'm gonna redo this because that's just gonna annoy me the entire time. That stupid ale thing. I didn't realize that okay, so the idea is that this treasure will bring people over, right? Not that the actual treasure itself. So screw this. Not that the the idea is that the treasure, the forgotten treasure, people will be like, I gotta go over there. The ale appears and the ale is like, I'm gonna go run over there. What the what? Like, hello?
The ruins! From there they come! Drive them back!
Okay.
Ah!
Alright, that's more like it. I mean, I actually want to know if this is something that's going to be... I don't know. Don't seize it, don't seize it.
I smell a leak.
It's obnoxious, but whatever. Okay. Well... There, come back here. Don't be a jerk again. Got it? Clown. Clown Prince of Dumb. Yeah, it may not even matter. Like, actually, I should have probably put that up there, but oh well. Oh well. Yeah, like, I have ways to deal with it. It's just not... Just one of those things where it's just kind of like, wait, what?
Gotta listen to me, old lady.
Wow. Okay. Again, fine. Okay. Destroy you. I really wanted you to destroy that, actually, but whatever. Okay, let's see. Let's have you go 1. Now go. Alright, now you're damaged, that should be fine. Okay, good. Stay on my goddamn side.
My pain serves a purpose.
Dude, is every single one going to be seized? Really? Is every single one going to be seized? Every single one. Is that how this works? Every single one is going to be seized? Jeez, man. Like, what the hell, dude?
Oh, could murder a pint.
That's more like it. Woo!
Let's get a move on.
Screw that battle. That battle was not cool. Macy's.
As soon as the fight was done, Mirko Vidmar ran towards a crate that stood on a pedestal, slipping on the now bloody floor. When the dwarf lifted the lid, precious stones spilled out.
Your heirloom? This?
Asked the queen, rather puzzled.
I thought a pipe that belonged to your grandfather more likely.
Golden froth.
Seems to me Brother Mirko wasn't wholly candid with us. This here's no heirloom, no family souvenir. It's the treasure trove of Clan Vidmar. We thought it gone for good.
Pressed for the truth, Mirko admitted no family sentiment had prompted this expedition. The dwarf had planned to leave Mahakam and start a new life among humans. Yet he did not wish to do so without sizable capital.
Wow.
I can't stand to stay here a moment longer. The days, all of them, they're identical. Rise with the first cockscrow, march in double file to the latrine, crap on command, 12 hours down the shaft and home to sleep.
Mirko complained.
Want a wifey? Put in an application. In triplicate. Care to snip your beard? Elders got to approve it. You want to add buttermilk, not cream, to your mushroom soup? Clan council's got to debate it. How's a dwarf not to get balmy?
I understand the lad, no two ways about it.
Gabor sighed.
But I feel it's my duty to remind yous that what Mirko's going and doing here, well, there are laws. Treasure's due the Elder-in-Chief, not to Mirko. That's one. Second, any dwarf that wants to leave Mahakam can't take nothing but his breeches, his dixie,
you don't get
and his
money.
coat.
Yep.
So, brief like, consider well afore you make your decision, Your Grace.
I don't have to consider well. This guy didn't level with me to begin with. Secondly, he doesn't need to go down there with a bunch of money. If he wants to get away, he can get away. No. Turn the treasure to the Elder-in-Chief.
I sympathize,
Plus,
Mirko,
I need the help
Said
of the
Eve.
dwarves.
but I'm a crowned head. I must decline. National interest requires I show the greatest possible care for my relations with Elder-in-Chief Hugh. Yet in aiding you, I could sour those greatly. I shall return the treasure to him, I must. While you do what you will.
Mirko Vidmar swore under his breath, then jostled his way through the Lyrian infantry and into the mountains, towards human lands.
He probably will try to come back and take vengeance later, but I need to make them happy. Nice. Got a lot more money. Now, what can I make? Nope, not that. Well, actually, 1,500, 2,500, 2,500, 2,000, 8,000, 1,000, and the armory. I got some new card in here, didn't I? Oh yes, the Golden Froth. Boost all allies on a row by 4. Really? Yeah, a Mark a Mail actually I think is going to work better than that. This has been too useful too many times. Anyway, this is cool. I'm liking the way that the deck is coming together. So, Cat Pig, was yours a different situation? Is that what you're saying? You had a different scenario that you had to deal with when you did this? Okay, I think I've made enough choices to make Bruver Hogue fairly okay with me, I think. Except for this traitor guy. He made the same choice. Yeah, I mean, that's not actually that tough a call. There were other ones that were harder, like trying to, like the whole Ike, letting the dragon go, or the whole Ike thing. That was tougher, mostly because I didn't want to lose Ike. But this one, I'm like, no, this guy tried to screw me over to begin with by not being clear with me. And
the Lyrians rode a narrow, winding path along the rocky ridge. To one side were ice-covered boulders, to the other, a chasm hundreds of feet deep.
They could have at least erected some barriers,
complained Gascon, knocking snow from his cap.
Got plans for that?
Gabor said.
Just need to decide how high to make them.
What?
Think. Should they be the height of your average dwarf or a human? The debate's gone on for 20 years. On the one hand, you've got...
Gabor did not finish his discussion. He was interrupted by the Baba Ghazi that jumped down from the rocks.
What? Chance! Shoot! Aim for underbelly!
Meave soldiers made quick work with the lone monster. But the sound of battle spooked the horses harnessed to one of her wagons.
Whoa there!
Oh,
Whoa,
God.
Damn it!
This is a problem.
The driver tried to rein in the animals, but could not. They dragged him into the chasm along with his cart and the soldiers riding in it. They landed a few dozen feet below on a rocky outcropping. A moment later, Baba Ghazis swarmed everywhere.
Yeah, well, that dragon, losing Ike was my best card. So losing that dragon really, helping that dragon really cost me. That thing better help me later.
Did you see how they fared? Anyone left alive?
Asked Meave, leaning over the cliff edge.
Worry more about their cargo.
Gascon replied.
They were also carrying chests of gold.
Blast. We can't get down there. Too steep and the snow keeps falling.
We can lower ourselves down a line. But without armor, shields, or heavy weapons, otherwise it will snap.
And the Baba Ghazis?
The Queen said, brow raised.
We shan't kill them with daggers. They're too thick of armor.
We'll have to try. Or continue on our way.
You only live
Here we
once.
go.
Meave sighed.
Gascon, round up some
Look at
volunteers
this.
and let us move
Rappelling
out.
down to deal with
Moments later,
monsters.
The Queen was lowering herself down a line straight towards the gaping maw of a Baba Ghazi. Her only armor, a woolen shirt.
Great. I'm sure this will go well. Sorry, give me 1 second. Okay. Let's see. Sorry. Alright, here we go. Battle without a shirt. To the rescue. Meave's parents long refused their noble-born daughter lessons in the art of the sword. Yet nevertheless did she train in secret, wearing a blouse instead of armor, a kitchen knife in place of a sword, imitating the maneuvers she witnessed at knightly tournaments. Now, forced to fight without proper equipment, her childhood exercises would prove more useful to her than she could have ever imagined. Okay, special rules, shorten battle, eliminate the Barbagazi. Why is that optional? Shouldn't that be the thing? Okay, I like those pit traps. I like that too. Alright, I want to see what these things can do. Move all units on the same row as fallen soldiers to the other row. Okay, so these guys are not going to be that helpful. Nice. Anyone to give a charge? I think that might actually be okay.
Careful! No one try to be a hero!
Okay. Alright, okay, give me 1 sec, everyone. Okay. There we go. All right. So let's put. Oh, actually, this guy is going to be destroyed right here.
That's no problem.
Destroyed. And then you. Zap, zap. Okay. Okay,
Discipline shall bring us victory!
oh. I messed that up. Wait, what? Why? Again, what? Why was that? What? Why is that a defeat? What the hell? It doesn't make any sense. What?
Careful! No one try to be a hero!
God almighty, what? No, you know what? I'm gonna restart this until I actually get the same card I had, because I don't know what the hell just happened. It's the second time today that I have no reason to have lost something. Okay, good, that's what I'm looking for. Not useful, not useful, maybe useful.
Careful! No one try to be a hero!
Bizarre. Really, really bizarre. Alright, well anyway. So...
Have her done in a jiffy.
Okay. Lovely. Okay. So he's down to 3. The unit's charge count reaches 5. Meave wins the battle. Oh. Okay. So the charge count needs to reach 5. Is that the idea? Okay. I don't...
Bereft of sword and shield, Meave
anyway, that was
could
quick.
not withstand a single blow. She
That
thus
was
danced atop
easy.
the frozen snow, deftly dodging the Barbagazi's lightning-fast strikes, while delivering but a few well-aimed hits of her own. To
Mostly
their
because of
eyes,
direct damage.
ears, and gaping jaws. When the last monster fell lifeless to the ground, Meave walked up to the shattered wagon. The soldiers it had carried were bruised, frostbitten, but alive.
Your Grace, we were sure you'd leave us.
A good ruler never abandons her folk.
Nor her gold.
Gascon interjected, while securing a
Gascon.
rope to a chest. Soon enough, all were safely back on the path.
Yeah, the morale.
The admiration Meave saw in her soldiers' eyes was in itself sufficient reward for her difficult battle.
Yep. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. This is how we do it. Alright. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Good spot, by the way, to say to everybody hello. Welcome to 161, episode 161 of Pen and Pixels. My name is Arvin Elleron. You are watching Thronebreaker, and I hope you were enjoying it. Thank you, Echo. If you like what you hear, please make sure to follow GOGcom. Please sub to GOGcom and get some awesome DRM-free emotes here. And please check us out on our individual channels as well. I'm going to be on for another hour and a half, and then I will be giving way to Mr. Blackheart, who will be playing Tanglewood. There's this Canadian folk band that my family and I really like called Tanglefoot, and I keep wanting to say that, but Tanglewood, yes. So I'm going to go here and then move up this way because that's the way to do things. I want to check the camp quickly because I don't know if I have any more room for anything. That's 8,000, 1,000, 6,000, 2,000, 2,500. So I still need more wood. Yeah, so I don't quite have enough. Okay. Getting there, though. Absolutely getting there. Nice, good spot for fast traveling. Whoops. Alright. Hey, more men. It's good because I lost a few. We're now over 400 men. That's a puzzle battle. Wait a second. I don't know if I want to do that yet. Thank you, Echo. Thank you very much. All right. What do we got here? Stone Hearth. Mindful of the intensifying snowstorm, Meave halted the march at a roadside inn by the name of Stone Hearth. Waiting for a turn in the weather, Meave bided her time by playing a round of Gwent with the innkeeper. It appeared the residents of Mahakam played by a set of rules different from what humans were accustomed to in the lowlands. Destroy the Stoneheart's resident hero, Garth Rockstew. Units whose armor's Roost Deserve are destroyed. Every turn, draw a card. Okay. Destroy the Stoneheart's resident hero. Okay. Custom deck, special rules, puzzle, short battle. Okay, I have to destroy... Or what? Either damage the enemy hero by Golden Drake's power or force Golden Drake and enemy to damage each other once. Okay. Oh my god, what on God's name is this? Okay, so mana, so I need mana. Alright, draw a pirate from your deck. Draw a pirate from your deck, okay.
Scurvy sketches!
Okay. Okay. This is really weird. Surly Patron. This is all like... Okay. Oh, really? Why is that? Elite Bovine Chieftain. What is all this? Okay. Taking 4 damage. Okay, so I want to save that for later. Oh, volunteers. Yeah. Oh, well, listen. He was volunteering. That's the point. And he, as he mentioned, he wasn't even allowed to anymore. Damage a random enemy by 8. Ooh, that's bad. That's very bad. Gotta get rid of that guy. What is it? Blast wave? What the heck, man? Okay, I've taken 6 damage. Okay, let's see. Where's my mana cost 6 at? Okay. I dig it. Alright, so... Okay, which means... Oh, that was dumb. I did that wrong. I should have released him first and then... Okay. I messed that up. It's alright. It's okay. It's okay.
Ugh, got a bad case of
Roach is the pirate. Whenever a pirate is played, summon this unit from the deck. I continue not to understand why that's a big deal. Yeah. Exactly. Alright. Okay. That destroys him. Good. That was worth it. Okay. Now I've got 6.
Follow me this way.
This is really weird. This method of... Oh god. Potentially really bad. Alright. $15. That is going to be super useful if I can just survive. Don't kill me. No! No, 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 no! Come on! Oh my god, man. Are you joking? Okay, I want you out of the equation. God, man. Yeah, I assume Roach on the Roof is a meme from Witcher, yeah. Crap, you son of a... I am not pleased, chat. I am not happy. Not happy.
Yes, Dwan?
Not happy. Man, you son of a you-know-what. Damn. Booyah! Kill you anyway, bastard. Oh my god, I was so like... Because I kept wanting to use him. Alright, anyway, I did it. Blizzard. Hooray. I was just like, what? Oh, man. Oh, no, no, I was not enraged. I was just like, God, son of a... Now listen, I play a fair bit of Slay the Spire, so... Which, by the way, is great, incidentally. I hope that it comes to GOG. Where exactly... Okay, I want to see... There's something that... Marion Merlot. I don't know what happened to whatever it is I just got. I just got something. Hey, what's up, Takanji? How you doing, man? Good to see you. How are you? Oh, there it is. Blizzard, spawn, and complete your random trinkets. But you know, one of the things I am thinking about, though, is that as I get more of these arbalists, which I might have enough money to do pretty soon, I really like these arbalists because they just stay there and just... They appear without me having to play them, and they damage enemies as the loyal things are created, so it's pretty useful. So... Okay, so arbalist. Okay. So actually, I want to see what it would cost to get that. Oh wait, I can do that already. Hello, foolish. You didn't get the freezing rainstorm you're supposed to stop? Yeah, it's good. It's good, Echo. You know, it would be good to see. Although I don't know if you cross-play at this point, because I have played it on another system, the horror. I know. What am I doing? Workshop? No, not the workshop. This. Where's my arbalist at? Oh, we can't recruit anymore. Okay, so how do we make arbalists then? How do we make arbalists? Can we make arbalists? That's Lyrian stuff. How do we make arbalists? Lyrian. Horse thief. I guess we can't make arbalists yet? Oh, that's too bad. Alright. So a freezing rainstorm, huh? Did not get one. That's good. Was it one where they had really been predicting it was going to be there and then no such luck?
Welcome to me inn. We've many folk today, but there's always room enough for more. Good to see you again. Good to see you again. We've many folk today, but there's always room enough for more.
Good. Alright, lovely. Takes care of that. Little side trip. Alright. So we got to go down here next, and then up and over. Look at the size. Look at all this stuff that we did. All this map stuff that we did. But now we are coming close. Just have to go down there. Sure I'm going the right way. Am I going the right way? No, I'm not going the right way. It's this way.
Oh, hefty mantle of fresh snow today. Got a blow before too long. Bring a rush down. Oh, cold as up a shile ma's ass. Braving the snow in those meagre courts, are ye? Truly. Throw yourselves here for a spell afore moving on.
Yeah, morale.
Oh, cold as up a shile ma's
Of course, I wish I had known that it would do that. I could have used the extra morale later, but oh well. Alright. Markers added. Okay. Got a puzzle battle coming up. Alright, let's do it. Remnants. The fact that Elder Brover Hogue had finished spring cleaning did not mean the passage was safe. Off the beaten track amidst icy, windswept ruins, Beast yet skulked, eager to ambush naive travelers who strayed too far from the road. Eliminate both the reckless and the shrewd vampires. Do not let any more of your soldiers get seized. Use your leader's ability. Okay. This might be an interesting deal. Oh my god, what? Reckless vampire. Boost a unit by 10. Soldier puppet. Okay, what? I don't understand what I'm being asked to do here. Okay. What are the rules here? Eliminate the reckless and shrewd vampires. Every 2 turns on turn start, seize the highest unit in the opposite row, move it to your allied range from the rightmost position. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. 2 turns, CCCs. How do I... I don't... Okay. How do I, like... Highest unit on the opposite row. Okay. Opposite row. So I definitely want... So there's that. What? I am so confused today by what I'm being asked to do. The highest unit on the opposite row. Move it to your allied ranged row in the rightmost position. If there's already 4 units there, move the leftmost allied unit to the opponent's side. What? I don't... so, Cat Pig, you help me out here? What am I doing? I have no idea what the hell it's asking me to do. Why would it not take... The highest unit is this. No, I can't play a card on their side. What? I don't... What? The thing that I'm not understanding is it's saying the highest unit. This is the highest unit. Oh, the lowest unit. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Okay. So this is going to seize the highest unit, and then that's going to seize the lowest unit. I see. Okay. So first I have to put up here... no, they're units. It's the high versus the low unit. So I have to play... So this turn, this is going to get taken, right? And then... So I do that. It takes that. Now this one's going to take the lowest unit. So to avoid that... Okay, so if I do... So I use her to boost him. And that should also cause him, so now they will be taken. Okay. Now he's going to take the highest unit. Which means I have to boost him. Now you're going to take the lowest unit, which means I put them. Okay. Okay, and then this, so this goes here. Okay, so now, all right, this one I'm going to put here. That will allow me That will charge this up to 4, and then the 4 will kill one of these. So what I need to do is kill the one that's going next turn. So I'm going to put... is that right? Got him. Whew, that was weird. That was really strange, but I'll take it. Okay. Actually won that an earlier turn than I thought. Yeah. It's if you tried to start with that, I would have been like, wait, what? But the fact that I get it later on means it makes more sense to me, so. The Workers' Commission has determined that the nasty stench floating around Crag Pass gold mine is not, in fact, a fart, Voltas or otherwise, but is caused by methane fumes. As a result, please heed the following. Do not enter the mine until the stench is cleared, under no circumstances. Do not come within 30 paces of the mine's entrance with a flame. Apologize to Volta for any inconvenience you've caused her. Hoo-hoo-ha! Okay. Now I have enough to build something. Let's see what I'm going to build, if anything. Not that, though. This. Okay, so I could build that. 2,500 to the Alchemist Laboratory. 1,500. I need 2,500 gold for that. $6,000. I need a little more gold. And actually, and the other thing is, it was a little complicated, but it wasn't as complicated as I was originally making it, because I hadn't seen the sort of timing associated with it, so. Okay, good. We're making good progress here. Oh, we got a dragon fight coming up. Take care of these, and then that. Scouts first. Oh. It seems like it. Alright, puzzle battle. Let's take on the puzzle battle, shall we? Let's do it. Blood in the snow. Suddenly a piercing shriek came from above. Giving no chance to react, a large creature swooped down from the sky and plucked up an unfortunate infantryman. His blood was splattered across the snow, leaving a crimson trail straight to the beast's nest. Standard battle. I think this is about 70%, I want to say, to Kanjia, is my guess. But I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. Good. I like it. Oh god, with the harpy egg. I am so tired of the harpy egg. Greedy forktail. Alright. Okay, let's deploy.
Have her done in a jiffy.
Sorry. Okay. All right. Now, can't use you yet, which is irritating. Right. So, see, if I use her power, they're going to shoot, which is going to be a problem. So, instead, what I need to do... I don't love this, because the problem is when those harpies are... When I destroy that, that's going to create a harpy, which is going to be a problem. So I'm not 100% sure about this situation. Okay. Well, now we're gonna have to deal with it. Okay, now we've got 2 harpies. Now I got to take care of this thing right now, which I will do this way. Zap, that destroys all harpies and drops that guy down. Now we destroy him. And they also attack them. Very neat. Okay. Barbagazi, Insectoid. Good. So far, so good. Boy, they love their harpies. They really, really, really love their harpies. They are so happy with their harpies. Okay. I gotta destroy these things is the problem. Okay, it's gonna destroy them, then another... Okay, it destroyed the harpy. Okay. Alright. Good, that actually works out really well. Because I'm going to destroy you with automatic destruction. Awesome. Well, my charges are set at 0 right now, but okay. No, 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 no. This is way farther than that, Catpig. This is like the 4th act. Let's see. Okay.
Watch your heads!
Okay. Okay. That's passed. That gives me round 1. He's in better shape for the rest of the game. At least I hope that's not true. I hope it's not that little. I've already put in enough that I want to be... I feel like I'm 65, 70%. I feel like I ought to be farther than that. 2 more main maps, really. Well, that's interesting. I'm gonna have to think about that then. No.
Catch!
There we go. Alright, well, yeah, we'll find out. I mean, like... Yeah, 2 harpies now. Let's see.
Fear not! We shall achieve our goal!
Okay. Dead. Oh, okay. So many harpy eggs. Yeah, and then it's gonna create another harpy. Okay. Yeah, like, and I've already played like 25. I mean, I have been doing it as kind of a completionist, but still. Okay.
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
Okay. It's frustrating that thing is going to make... Okay, good. Random enemy to open this row. Okay. And let's have you...
When will you ever learn?
Okay. I'm gonna see. Yes, got him. Woo! Didn't want to fight that fight over again. Nice. Okay, I took him down. Outstanding. That is what I'm talking about. And almost enough that if I can get some decent wood from this, I should be able to build the next thing. Yeah, my highest number that I ever did was Skyrim, which is like 200-something hours. But I also fell asleep once playing it. So it's actually a little lower than that. But close. I think it's still over 200 hours, but... Seems like an arena situation. Dear son, if you've opened the family tomb, it can only mean your father's passed and now rests in peace beside me. Please do not grieve, for this is the way of life. Always has been, always will be. You're the head of this family now. Won't be an easy undertaking, but fret not. I set aside a sizable sum for this very day. You'll find it where we used to watch the sunset. May your future be long and bright. Your mum, Vervaka. Oh man, I don't know if I want to steal this person's stuff. I hope that's up there. We'll see. Yeah. Okay.
Meve now witnessed a sorry sight. A mass funeral for miners killed due to a tragic convergence of events.
Oh, man.
Their lead caskets lay upon the snow, wreaths of hop cones laid upon them in turn. The mourners waited for the diggers to finish. The digging was tough, for the ground was frozen. As the crunch and thud of picks and shovels continued, the dead miner's foreman scrambled onto a boulder to make a speech. Angry shouts and loud booing stopped him.
Uh-oh.
You knew it! You knew they'd smell vapors, but you ordered them to keep digging till it blew up in their faces!
Make the daily quota whatever the cost, eh?
You've blood on your mitts, whoreson!
A mourner then picked up a chunk of frozen ground and threw it at the foreman.
Uh-oh.
Blood spurted from the gash that appeared on his forehead. The first dirt chunk was followed by another, then by a rock, a brick. Meve realized that if she did not intervene, the foreman stood to be stoned to death.
This is bad.
Something had to be done quickly. Meve saw this clearly. She spurred her mount and rode into the cemetery, pushing through the throng, then stopping before the foreman, the horse shielding him from further blows.
Calm yourselves! Silence! His guilt cannot be decided here. It must!
Before Meve could finish her plea, a large rock thrown from the crowd struck her bosom, nearly knocking her from her saddle.
Hey!
Upon seeing this, her Lyrian escort lowered spears and drew swords and rushed at the angry mourners.
Oh, God.
Shino Kren!
Isbel cried out. Her hands began to radiate a fierce light that blinded both dwarves and Lyrians alike.
Have you lost your minds, all of you together? Not had your fill of misfortune yet?
Lower your arms at once.
Whether the
Damn.
power of Isbel's magic or the force of her appeal had the greater effect is difficult to say for certain. Either way, both sides suddenly lost the desire to fight. Meve breathed a sigh of relief, aware that if not for Isbel's intervention, a great amount of blood would have been spilled at that cemetery.
Got that right. Damn.
Well, we may have gotten a wee bit carried away. 'Tis good you brought back some order. Well, we may have gotten a wee bit carried away.
Whew. So basically, that's one of those ones that if I don't have Isbel in my party, we're in big trouble at that point. That would have made things very difficult. Wow. That could have gone south very quickly. Good. Need to get to that 2,500 goal mark. I mean, 2,500 wood, rather.
The Lyrians ascended the highest section of
White
the
Death.
Mahakam Range. Snow crunched under their boots, cold air stung their lungs, and the wind snapped at their cloaks. Meve wiped sweat from her brow and turned to Reynard.
There! By the rocks! We shall...
The rest of her words were drowned out by a powerful blast. The entire mountain rumbled with a low, vibrating roar. The sound grew louder, echoing off the rocks, splitting their ears.
This doesn't sound good.
The Lyrians looked around, disoriented. Few heard Gabor's warning.
Dinna just stand there! Get behind the rock! Quick! Hurry!
Meve followed the dwarf's gaze and cried out in terror.
Oh, God. Avalanche.
The snow stuck to the mountainside had started to slide down the slope, sending up mists of icy dust. Before she could react, the white torrent knocked her to her knees, crushing her and smothering her into the ground. All she felt after that was all-encompassing cold and fear. Meve survived. The dwarves who ran to the Lyrians' rescue dug her out of the snow in time. Some of her soldiers were not so lucky. The queen looked at their bodies, blue, frozen. Next to them lay dead horses, demolished wagons. The losses were enormous. Meve wiped her cheek.
Damn it.
Her tears burned her frozen skin.
Wow.
Gabor spoke a while with the leader of the Mahakam Guard Patrol that had come to their rescue. His face was dour.
What? What have you learned?
I'll tell you all in good time. First, you need a warm drink, good victuals.
No, Gabor. I need to find out what in blazes happened here.
Well, it was an avalanche.
Of course it was an avalanche. I'm no fool. But what caused it? What was that noise?
Signal horns. Ours.
So you brought this snow down on us? Dwarves!
Well, aye, but, unawares.
Go on.
Explain, in brief.
See, we clean our mount regularly. The way men folk shovel snow off their roofs. Otherwise, the whole shebang would come tumbling down on our heads.
You blew an avalanche on top of us?
When snow's gathered deep enough, we blast our horns to cause a controlled avalanche. Then we need to, sweep up a wee bit and the road's safe.
All well and good, but why did you decide to clean up right as I was passing through?
Wondering that myself. Schedule says next cleaning should have been a week frae now. But someone asked the route to be cleared earlier.
Who?
Meve, I'll tell you. But first, promise you'll...
Who?
Hey. Owain ep Glenvog, the Nilfgaardian emissary.
God bless America. Dude, the Nilfgaardians are so dirty. Oh my
I
God.
think it were meant as revenge for attacking their caravan.
Really?
The bastard. Reynard! Reynard!
Wait! Wait! I understand you're a wee bit upset, you've every right. But you'll never prove Owain meant you harm. The sly weasel will make sure he didn't dirty his own paws.
I've no such scruples. I'll find him and kill him.
And then? How'd you tell that tale to Bruva?
Yes, I did.
Meve, you're justly taught, but for the love, just this once, let it go. Or you'll leave Mahakam with me a scrap to show for it.
Moments later, scouts reported Owain was camped to the north of the accident site. Meve had to decide how much she was willing to risk to get her revenge on the Imperial emissary.
Oh, man. Hello, Manio. Oh, you still got the avalanche? Okay. Well. So the thing is, I don't want to attack them, actually. I guess... So here's the question. Cat Pig. So I assume that's up here. If I don't do this, am I gonna, like, not get my... Like, is the map not gonna be cleared, whatever, the way that I want it to be? Like, I don't want to get my revenge on them. I don't want to do it because even though I'm pissed off at them, I got the Broverhogue situation to deal with. So, what about that?
By the Elder Sideburns, I'd no notion anyone was in the Vale.
It's okay to not attack him, okay.
Nilfgaardian said the road was clear. The Horsons. What a mess. I'm so sorry. With all my heart. Nilfgaardian said the road was clear. The Horsons.
Good for morale.
There, milady, whispered one of the scouts. Left of the path. Meve squinted. The Nilfgaardians had taken shelter from the falling snow under a rocky outcrop.
Oh, it's here?
The smell of roasting meat
elsewhere.
wafted from their campfire, and echoes of laughter could be heard.
Okay.
The black-clad soldiers had reason to celebrate. They had just decimated Meve's company without even drawing their weapons.
Okay, I'm not attacking
Meve's
them.
gaze caught something else. A metal container into which the Nilfgaardians tossed bones once they'd been gnawed clean. It looked strangely familiar. Only after a moment did the Queen understand it was an overturned Lyrian helmet dug out of the snowy grave of one of her men.
Wow.
The Horsons.
Meve hissed.
They'll pay for this.
And they will, but not now.
Meve! Asking you last time, keep a cool head.
Whispered Gabble.
You want vengeance? I get it. But think of the cost. If so much as a hair gets plucked from Ovaine's head, Bruver will never forgive you. And you can kiss any hope of aid goodbye.
Silence followed. Finally to be broken by one of the scouts.
Milady, what's the order? Do we attack?
Nope.
No.
Said the Queen after long deliberation.
But milady, they...
I know what they did. And that I shall never forget nor forgive.
Said Meve, placing a hand on her scout's shoulder.
But breaking Dwarven law only plays into the Nilfgaardian's hand, causing us to lose allies and our chance for victory.
Meve brushed the snow from her trousers and straightened her spine.
Avenge our comrades we shall. Not here, but in the fields of Lyria and Rivia.
The Lyrians resumed their march with heavy, beleaguered steps. Their path still piled high with the snow brought down by the Nilfgaardians.
Yeah. Oh, I can't even get at that? That's obnoxious. Alright, well. It is what it is. I didn't want vengeance. Boy, people who want to be completionists are going to be upset, though. Look at all the wood I lost. Oh my god, and all the gold.
While passing the mining settlement of Kolstock, Meve heard the sounds of battle.
Hey, Groves, what's going on, man?
Expecting she would see monsters swarming dwarves, the Queen set off at a gallop to the rescue. Her braid blew about in the wind like a banner, showing her men in which direction to attack.
Hang on a second, please. Hold one moment. Because I think, because that means somebody adjusted the neck, so it may be that Blackheart decided not to, had to cancel. So let me change, let me just double check. Okay, yeah. So it looks like Blackheart is under the weather, so he will not be coming after me. In fact, I will be streaming until 7. I can probably go right up to 7 now since he's not streaming after me, so he'll be back as well. Okay, cool. Yeah, the schedule has been changed.
The dwarves she saw, however, were not engaged in a battle against Shaelmars and Barbigazes. No, they were going at one another.
God,
Luckily, no weapons had yet been drawn, but given the dwarves have hands the size of bread loaves, this did not necessarily mean there would be no deaths.
Oi, lads!
Roared Gabor Zigrin.
What's this foolishness? Calm the hell down, damn it!
Gabor's intervention proved successful. The dwarves limited themselves to verbal jousting. Meave, who was no stranger to barrack room talk, nonetheless turned crimson at the dwarves' cursing.
I have to say, whoever did the narrator, he got some serious coin out of this, because how much has he had to read? Like, this is a ton of reading. And it's, you know, there's obviously other voice actors, Reynard, Gascon, Gabor, Meave herself, of course. But man, the narrator just, woo!
Piecing together the obscenities, Meave concluded they were debating an old quarrel about the height of a certain mountain. Or rather, of the twin peaks atop it.
Yeah, definitely.
One of them lay in the territory of Clan Dahlberg, while the other in the Hoogs land. Each family felt their peak was the highest, all measurements indicating the contrary being total fabrications.
Yeah, definitely.
Started Gabor,
Yeah,
nervously
exactly.
chewing his moustache.
They're asking if you, as yin impartial and a fair-minded wench to boot, wouldn't you wish to settle their Egypt squabble once and for all?
Oh, great.
Meave knew well that this type of age-old quarrel could easily end in bloodshed, so she resolved to help. Representatives of the two clans gave her a strange mechanism she was to use to measure elevation. All that was left was for the Queen to button her coat up to the neck and scale the twin peaks.
Man, I've been doing a lot of work for the dwarves.
Once and for all. Time to end this delicate feud. Once and for all.
When she and her force had travelled half the way to the first, she heard a long roar that made snow shells detach and descend.
Oh boy.
Without waiting for her scouts to return with reports, Meave drew her sword.
Battle time. I should have known it wasn't going to be easy. Twin Peaks. Fighting on a steep mountain slope is no easy task. The Lyrians struggled to find solid footing in the snow, propped up by their spears, their eyes squinting under ice-speckled brows. Whereas the beasts, they moved with ease, leaping from rock to rock, long talons scraping menacingly against the stone. Okay, shortened battle. So just one round. That's good. Good. Ah, biting frost, damn it. That's bad. Okay, well. Okay. Hopefully this will keep people alive for a while. That ale is definitely going to help with this biting frost. That will definitely help. Okay.
This could hurt.
Okay. Gotta wait till he's dead, because otherwise I'm only gonna do 3 points of damage, and that's not gonna get the job done. Well, although... Actually, I take that back. Because they're also gonna shoot him. And that's why it's worth it. It was worth it. Now you have fire and ice, exactly. We're about to have more of it, too. This guy's gonna be in trouble in a minute. Alright. Let's see. Let's do that. Zap. Zap. Okay. I need to put fire down on that other row. I really wish you could have helped that person, but oh well, it didn't work out.
Quite the clever little contraption they gave us. Work of a gnome, of course.
All right.
Watch your heads!
There we go. Now we got fire on both sides. Both rows, so they will not be able to do anything. This ale is really useful in this scenario. Okay. Let's see. Let's go here. Okay. And that guy's going to get recharged twice. He's going to get recharged by him when he pops down, and then by Reynard. As long as they survive here. Okay, good, wonderful. First of all, you're dead. Secondly, I need you to go down there and charge them up. Good. Now you... Good, kill them. And... I do not have any loyal abilities beyond this, but hopefully that'll be enough to kill him next turn. Ale is a great card. It really is helping in this fight a lot. Yeah, down goes the wolf. Nice. Okay. Griffin. Right. Now the way we do this is we go like...
Company! Forward march!
And that means this one can do that. And now he... Good, lovely. Okay. Alright, now we can move. Let's move you up here.
I've hit the white of an eye
1,
from
2,
our
3.
fully
All of them are fired, so they're all going to be affected by this. I'm going to zap you also. That ale is doing serious work. Serious work. Okay, boost all units, that's fine. That's all fine because... Right. That will allow me to... 2, 3, 4. Now I'm doing this for a reason. The reason I'm doing this is because next turn this will be able to damage by 2, and also it means that any damaged creatures will be able to be damaged by Northern Wind next turn. At least that's the theory. Ah, man. Why was he not dead? Was he not dead? That's bad. Okay. However, the good news about that... let's see, is... Okay, good. Kills them. Dead. That's what I'm talking about. That's how we do it, people.
Take those measurements and let's be gone from this place.
Yep. No, mine is... but I'm using the upgraded one, which is 67%. Which is still good. Like
the Lyrians managed to repel the monsters
good
and
shot,
reach
right?
both peaks. Upon each, Meve ordered her men to take the measurements. While waiting, she admired the breathtaking view of the Mahakaman Massif. The dwarven contraption left no room for doubt. The peak within the Dahlberg clan territory was 2 feet higher than that within Hoog territory. Gabor was clearly displeased with the results.
Damn it all! I'd hoped you'd prove Brewer's clan was in the right. He'd have been content to see the Dahlbergs knocked down a peg or two, and possibly he'd have been more inclined to help you.
Well, God damn it, I can't help that.
Then, after a pause, he added,
Although, only you saw what the device showed, Queen. Perhaps you could, recalibrate the results a wee bit?
You want me to cheat? God. No.
To lie would be simple, true.
said Meave.
Yet to forget the matter would be so much harder. No, Gabor, I shall tell the truth.
The Queen's tone made it clear the discussion was over. Gabor let the matter lie, and Meave's force began its descent down the mountainside.
I better get some benefit from being honest. That's all I can say. There better be something where the clans step in. Like, that's the first time in a bunch of decisions that Hogue is going to be unhappy with what I did. Starting to restore my wood amounts, although... I think this is where the... Yeah, I thought so. Nice. Cool. Yeah, well, there's been one or two other cases. I think he's going to be in my favor slightly, but not by a lot.
The dwarves of both clans had been waiting with bated breath for the expedition's return and report. As soon as Meave announced the results, the Dahlbergs rolled barrels of beer out into the square and began to celebrate. Naturally, the Hoogs were disappointed, yet they accepted Meave's results as final. At last, they had come to trust her.
I hope that doesn't come back to bite me. What's up, G-Pudding? How you doing, man?
Dahlbergs are the dwarfs we need. Every Hoogs are Dunderheed. Dahlbergs are the dwarfs we need. Every Hoogs are Dunderheed.
That's great. You guys enjoy your little battle. All right.
For frostbite, you'd best avail yourself of some onion juice. Even better if you had a wee nip of vodka.
Okay. How are we doing on this? Very close here. Very close. We just got this last area here, so...
Oh, snotters are frozen solid. Not just those in my beard. Why, I got my nose too. Once we're neath Carbon, we'll find our way to the tavern. Set our arses down by the fire and sip mugs of mulled wine. For frostbite, you'd best avail yourself of some onion juice. Even better if you had a wee nip of vodka. For frostbite, you'd best avail yourself of some onion juice.
What?
As Meave neared Langbridge, she ordered her bugler to announce her arrival, then retired to her tent to freshen up.
Okay.
Gascon was already inside, awaiting her.
What's up?
I do not seem to recall summoning you.
In that case, I must tell you to fret not. Nothing wrong with your memory. I've come with no agenda. Spontaneously, call it, to chat.
Then I propose you leave. Just as spontaneously, call it. I must don fresh clothes. I'm to see the Elder soon, and I'd prefer to not smell of horse sweat.
Doubt it'd make much difference to him. And be assured, I know what I speak of. When last we met, I found myself standing downwind of him. A pungent experience.
I do admit I was reminded of an old goat in more ways
You
than
were
one.
saved the experience of his breath. So pungent I thought I might faint.
Well, to revive you, pinch you awake, I'm sure would be quite a pleasure.
Oh, damn. Gascon.
Gascon, I beg your pardon. Ugh, I shall have nightmares now.
Not tonight. For I fear you might not sleep at all. You see, there's something you ought to know. And decidedly before you meet with Bruver. The sites we cleared of beasts, I ferreted a bit. Noted something peculiar. Any notion what it was?
None. The monumental dwarven architecture, perhaps?
Bones, my dear Meave. Dwarven bones. Now, guess what I found on them?
Wait, don't dare give me any hints. Bite marks.
Of course. After all, they'd been gnawed clean of all flesh by monsters, incidentally making it quite easy to spot other markings. Ones made by axes and swords. To be certain, I showed the bones to our medics, and they confirmed my conclusion.
Meaning what? That the entire clan, the Fuchses,
did not perish due to an invasion of beasts from the depths. The monsters merely ate the bodies and occupied empty homes.
They were betrayed, stabbed in the back.
Now, I shared my discovery with Gabor, and guess what he did? He panicked. He started to squirm, babble nonsense. I wager my right arm he's hiding something.
Blast. Overly eager to aid us from the start he was. I might have sent something. I shall have him summoned at once. And I thank you, Gascon. I won't forget this.
Unless Gascon's dirty.
Minutes later, Gabor stood before the Queen. At first, he tried to mislead her with evasive answers, but as her pointed questions demolished one clumsy excuse after another, he had to give in.
Oi. As King Desmond said after a hefty squirt in his hose, we can't sweep this under the rug.
If you think I welcome jests in this moment, you err. My fingers itch to summon the hangman.
Right. So... 'Tis true. I misled you. On our clan elder's orders. Supposed to make sure you destroyed Burr's Rump and Davor's Abyss thoroughly enough to leave nae a trace.
What? Why? What did they wish to hide?
They was home to the Fuchses, our mortal enemies. They'd been a-boiling our heinies for ages, thumbing their noses, taking what they want when they want.
Wow.
And the Elder-in-Chief didn't gie a ploughing whit.
So you're saying that Bruver Hoog did this? What a punk.
So to stop them, our clan, we did the unpardonable. The Ziggurin elders saw their chance and they...
Gods. So you were responsible for the deaths of all those dwarves?
Me? I didn't raise a finger. Tried to stop them, in fact.
You claim not to have taken part, but neither did you do anything to stop the massacre.
What was I to do exactly? The elders had decided. Nae a dwarf would listen to me.
You might have informed the Elder-in-Chief. The guilty would have been punished.
The guilty? You didn't ken Bruver. He'd punish the whole clan. Women, children, nae exceptions. Maeve, Queen. I'm begging you. He canna ever learn of this. Aye, I want a hack flame too when I think what the elders done. But t'other way it'd bring but more pain and death.
No, boss. You can't do that. No.
You've got a lot of nerve, making requests after lying to me.
Trying to ensure you ken the stakes. But you'll do as you see fit. Like always.
I need to consider what's right. Meanwhile, Gascon, make sure Gabor remains our guest.
Of course. I'll let you know if he so much as rolls his eyes towards an escape route.
Man alive. That's brutal. I mean, that's gonna... Oh my god. So there's gonna be a moment where it's gonna be like, well, do we tell them or not? I mean... I kind of feel like I'm gonna tell them, because, like, I'm sorry if that does bad things to the clan, but, like, you can't have done that. 7 out of 8 golden chests found. Nah, I'm good.
Bruver stood by the bridge like a statue, arms crossed, eyes squinting. Maeve sighed inside. She stood little chance of having a pleasant chat.
Elder-in-Chief, sir.
No Sharon and Grayson here, lass. Ploughed humans. Always out to fix things, always end up cocking them up. You think you're due glory, do you? Monster Slayer Maeve? Patroness of dwarves? Blast it. What do you think? Why didn't I exterminate those beasts myself, eh? Go on, tell me!
For you...
For I didn't want to. For something didn't fit, damn it. So I resolved to not destroy their nests and evidence till I learned the truth of who done it.
Thank you for the sub, Zator. Not staying up some boring house chores to attend to have fun. Thank you for the sub with Twitch Prime, Zator. Enjoy the house chores as much as you can.
Postponed it all those years expressly. Though your subjects were dying.
I dinna need no lectures from the likes of you. Justice must be served. That's worth any price. And I was close. Had leads. And now, it's all gone to hell. You flooded Devor's abyss. You brought Burrow's rump down on itself. And I'll never ken who killed the Fuchses. Understand? Never!
I'm doing it.
I would not be so sure.
Sure a bloody what?
That you shall never learn the truth. For I learnt it just moments ago. 'Twas the Zigrins who killed the Fuchses.
The Sikrans? But... hold. Aye, would explain a lot, that. Ah, the snakes!
Can't cover it up.
Worms, rogues! Why, I'll show 'em. All right. Got to admit you've more in that pretty heat of yours than I expected, but dinna you start thinking we'll be toasting a new friendship. You want our aid? You'll have to answer our questions. My questions.
Questions
Lots of
3.
them. And they're all hard, so dinna you go smiling at me yet.
Why, I wouldn't dare.
Better not. Right. Time we moved on.
Bruver set off at a brisk pace, paying Meave nor anyone else heed. The Elder's bodyguards rushed after him, then came the Lyrian force, and at its end trudged Gabor Zigrin, hands and feet in shackles.
It sucks because I'm going to lose Gabor as a card too, but sorry, man. Yep. God, does that suck. He was great too, but I can't, like, as you just said, Cat Pig, I can't cover it up. I can't cover it up. Can't do it. Hey, what's up, JLC? Hello, Dizzy Plays. Yeah, but like, you know, and that's true, but that's not my problem, you know? The problem is you have to come up with something different. On language, it's strictly forbidden to stomp, jump, lean over the edge, stop for a rest, or carve runes in the handrails. Hoo-hoo-ha! Hello, JLC. It's about justice, man.
Wanted to hunt monsters, eh? Oh, Elder's furious. Spits flying 10 feet. Let humans neath carbon. Didn't ken if that's wise. Let humans neath carbon. Didn't ken if that's wise.
Dwarves demonstrate innovative thinking in many domains. Metallurgy, engineering, architecture. Yet there is one in which they could not be bothered. Naming. For this reason, the bridge that linked the Mahakam Pass with Mount Carbon was simply named Langbridge. Meave learned it was a thoroughly fitting name. Having stopped for a breath halfway across the road suspended over a deep chasm, the Queen could see neither end of the bridge, both concealed by thick clouds.
Yeah, how you doing,
Amazing.
Whispered the Queen.
I feel as though we traversed the very sky.
The Queen and her retinue were nearing Mount Carbon when Meave heard a cry.
Yep.
It was Xavier.
Hold! Hold!
Meave drew in her reins abruptly. Her mare neighed and reared, lifting the Queen above her formation of men. From that height, she saw the last pier of the bridge crumbling.
Yep.
The dwarves at the head of the procession were unable to stop in time and plummeted, screaming into the abyss.
What's the meaning of this, God damn it?
Bruver roared.
Fetch the engineers! Now!
The Queen was striving to calm her spooked mount when she sensed something swish past her ear. Out of nowhere, a Scoia'tael band had appeared at the rear
This was
of the
the
column.
traitorous thing I was talking
Before
about.
anyone could react, elven archers had felled the
Like
rear
30
guard.
hours in, I think,
the
Dizzy.
soldiers lay on the bridge's stone surface with arrows in their backs. Meave was trapped. In one direction lay the chasm, in the other, a fierce foe. She had no choice but to stand and fight.
All right, let's do it. The Battle of Langbridge. The Lyrians watched in disbelief as Scoia'tael warriors slit the throats of Mahakam guards. How could this be? Non-humans against non-humans? To what end? Could it be the elder races do not uniformly support the squirrel's cause? No doubt these questions and more plagued the men's thoughts. Yet this was not the time to entertain them. This was a time to fight. Okay, if you need cards, story battle, shortened battle, let's do it. Yeah, this is actually, well, it says 25 hours, but it hasn't synced up yet, so it's probably closer to like 20, probably almost 29 by this point. Okay, I want that. Oh, Bruver Hoog. Spawn 2 Macham protectors, move an enemy from the melee to the range row. Okay. Alright. I know, right?
Mine.
We tracked you, Grace, but we can try and fight our way through.
Okay. Let's see. So... let's throw this down. This will be a pain in the butt for them for a while. Okay. And... there we go. Oh, I need to put down that ale. Should have done that already.
Got business for me?
Put that down right now. Okay. Need to do that first. There we go.
Me. Dwan Vacamest.
Right. Alright. Let's see. So... let's throw this down here. You're destroyed. You're zapped. Okay. This ale, man, is becoming my new favorite card rapidly.
Special prize. Just for you, love.
Damn it. I mean, actually, I already used the charge, so whatever, now that I think of it. Whatever. Whatever. Alright, let's see. Destroy that. Okay. Okay. Good, I love it. And please destroy this thing. 5 and then should... there you go. I wanted to make sure it's a random enemy, but I was hoping they would actually hit that. Okay, good. Now, for this one... maybe the range row. Oh, that's actually good.
I'll protect it, alright?
Alright, if all goes well, I'll be able to move that guy back into the snow in just a minute.
May your sword and arm be one.
Okay. So you go back there. See ya. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya. Okay. Let's see.
Think you ballbags can do whatever the devils you please? This is Mahakam!
Great Marinda. This is Mahakam! Okay, good. Biting Fog. Dig it. 56-0. Doing pretty good so far. God, that ale is so good!
Your tricks will not save you, Dwan.
Yeah, that's alright. I already used his charge. Move away! Haha! Yes. Okay. Let's see. Actually,
Thing about slings,
1, 2.
they hide well.
Hate to do this. Sorry. Because I don't want to move that. I want to keep that exactly where it is. Yep. What the hell is that? Oh, I can't do that yet? Man. It's kind of a waste, but I need to do that to play this card. Come on, reveal yourself.
Riot!
I am very glad that I saved this. Let me do something, a little something I like to call Lightning Blast. Wabam. How's that feel? Lovely. How's that feel? 73-0.
Now we will see who is weak.
Oh, you passed. Did you really? Just for fun. Oh, shoot. Sorry. 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 I apologize. My bad. Sorry. Woo! 70 nothing.
No!
70-0.
She must die!
70 nothing. 70 to nothing. That is what I'm talking about, Scoia'tael. 70 nothing.
Their strength combined, the
It was a
Lyrians
lightning
and
bolt,
dwarves
Miranda.
managed to defeat the Scoia'tael.
Managed to defeat them?
The guerrillas had weakened the last span of the bridge.
How about I
turning the
annihilated
crossing
them?
into a deadly
Exactly,
trap.
Manio.
Had Xavier, who noticed the weakened structure at the last instant, not called out, all would have fallen into the chasm.
I hope
The
that ends
Lyrians
up as
managed
a
to capture
highlight.
the
Can I
unit
just say?
commander. She stood, her head raised high, and when Meve glared at her, she did not avert her eyes.
That's basically what I did at the end of that Echo as I came up and I was just like, "This is Malcolm!" And I just kicked them into the kicked them into the ledge off the freaking bridge. 70 to nothing. Oh man. That is awesome. Crow's Eye.
What is your name, elf?
Other than loser.
Abayeth me a parstwan.
Oh really? Great, Miranda. That's my standard. Is that stand for I just got my ass kicked?
She said,
I suck, you're the best.
Thank you, Reynard. I know well what she said. Kiss my arse. Is that truly the best you can muster?
Because the only one who got their arse kissed was when you got it kicked just 5 minutes ago. 70 to nothing.
I'd rather show you
Thanks,
exactly
Echo.
what I can muster. Tell them to unbind me.
Sure, I'll let them unbind you, but first, this is Malcolm.
You got your opportunity. On the battlefield. Will you not tell me what they call you?
Other
Fine.
than
It's all
loser?
the same to me. I'm more interested to know how you came to be here. Who sent you?
Do they call you 70 to nothing loser? Wow, Dizzy.
No one. It was my decision to kill you, and thus avenge Eldain.
Oh, too bad it didn't work out.
You've elven blood on your hands. The blood of the elves of the Moulderwood.
Interesting. You know whose blood that is? Actually, this is your blood. The blood of the people that I just defeated 70 to nothing. Elden was a criminal.
Eldain was a criminal. He got what he deserved.
You call him a criminal? What do you call humans who murder our kind in pogroms, who massacre us? What do you call Black Rayla who fought at your side?
I know that. This is just this particular fight, Miranda. This is just this fight.
Do not dare compare us.
been
Do not dare!
This has been a tough map.
Enough. I've heard all I wish to hear.
But I haven't. Did you fall on your heed, elf, eh? If you want to fight humans, go on and do it. You cannot talk sense to Egypts and nae here, damn it. Mahakam is and will be neutral.
You cannot be neutral. To Dwan, you are either their foe or their dog.
Right.
Mahakam has stood aside sleeping long enough. That is why we struck it in its very heart, as a call to battle. A call to brethren whom you, Elder, have kept from the world too long.
I have kept him away. I've been bloody right to do so. You want to play at war, you numpties? You want to force the Pontar to flow upstream? Gang right ahead. Good riddance, I say.
Gun kill, gun die if you fancy, but God's damn it, leave us alone!
This is a great voice acting. Great voice acting here.
Yeah, I should kill you. With my own hands. I should cut your throat, put you out of your misery. That's what you want, innit? To die? To die a stupid death? Well, I'll not grant you that. Nay, nay, I'll lock you in a tower. Sit there 3 centuries, and you just might grow a brain.
Bruva Hoog gazed after the shackled elf as she was led away. Neve expected him to continue fuming, cursing her. But the dwarf stood silent. And his old eyes, half concealed by brows bushy as a forest floor, showed not anger, but the deepest sadness. Dwarven engineers made quick work of repairing the crumbled bridge span.
Okay. All right. How are we doing on this? Move 6 random enemies to the other row and damage them by 2. Wow. That's pretty awesome, but I don't know. That's something if I run into a bunch of enemies, I'll use that, but... Whoa, whoa, whoa. What? Oh, because I lost what's-his-face. Oh, man. I lost Gabor, which is not my fault, but Gabor's fault, because he was stupid and dumb and... Man. Could do that. Add another slinger. Or I could make another Rivian Onager. But I think I've got enough of those. I'm gonna put one of these in and see how this goes. Okay. I'll have my vengeance and a dwarf! Yep. Okay, I can now build stuff. So, 6,000, 2,000. Alright. Bunch of strays stuff. Trader. Horse thief. Green blacksmith. I'm not wild about any of these so far, but that's pretty useful. Yeah, the adept is pretty cool. Alright. I need 2,500 wood for that. That's the one I want, is the engineer's drafting desk.
Look.
Carbon.
Mount Carbon.
Damn. And
3
I
sheep
thought
for wood.
Novigrad was big.
Wow.
So the elves are against us. Against our elder. Treacherous hounds.
Mount Carbon, wipe your feet, comb your beard, but foreign garb bring not in here. Carbon's heart, can you hear the throb? You're a dwarf, damn it, not a slob. Hoo-hoo-ha! Stuff.
Truth be told, I supported the Squire Teleflor. Oh, I wish every last one of them dead. Dead! Long-eared bastards. Raising our own saplings against us in rebellion.
Quality.
Sowing unrest. Violence. In the mountains. Truth be told, I supported the Squire.
Alright, I already heard you once.
Oh, I wish every...
The Lyrians stepped inside Mount Carbon's bowels. Neve rode while looking upwards, admiring the intricately carved ceiling, gilded walls, monumental bas-reliefs carved from basalt. Yet this was no time to admire the sights. Bruva Hoog had summoned her to speak.
I thank you for your invitation, Elder.
My invitation? Choice term, lass. You wangled your way in here. Long I've lived, but ne'er have I seen a wench so stubborn.
With all due respect, do you not feel like a pot conversing with a kettle?
Ha! True enough. Changes of mind didn't come easy to me, but they do come at times. Human wars concern me not at all. For so many they are, who could count them? Near a year goes by without one wanking king invading another's realm. A dog with scabies is less restless. That's why this morning I aimed to send you off with nothing. Mattered not what the clans were saying. Rivia, Schmivia, who gives a sheep's fart? But that was this morn, before that daft wench and her pups attacked. Nilfgaard supports the Scoia'tael, it's common knowledge. Nilfgaard uses them. Well, I'm nae worse, and I choose to use Queen Meve.
You must have conceived a plan.
So what use would you make of me, if I might ask? You've a plan?
Aye, the kind dwarves like best. Simple, but sneaky. Like to give Nilfgaard a warning, you ken. If you're going to rile my dwarves, throw 'em into the Scoia'tael ranks, you'll regret it, aye? But I'd like to issue the warning without declaring war. All clear to you so far? So, when you march out of Mahakam, you'll find a company of our foot dwarves waiting out with the gate. Officially, volunteers, enlisting with you against my will. And you're to put them at the fore next time you face Nilfgaard. Want the Blackclads to break their teeth on our bucklers, get a taste of our axe blades. After that, dare say they'll think twice before they send more Scoia'tael into these hells.
Hey, press 4.
I do not... Thank you, Elder. You restore my hope that I shall have my home back in the end.
A week back I'd have laughed you down the mountain. At last you're a plucky wench. And with summit in that head of yours. To talk so many clans over to your side, stead easy. Who kens? You just might be the end to drive Nilfgaard back across the Yaruga.
I shall. You will see. Before the year is up. You've my word.
Reaching for the stars. You shan't get there without resources.
Exactly.
I'll see to it you want for nought.
I shall be in your debt to my dying day.
Psh, meaning what? For another 15 years? Didn't bother.
That's funny. Volunteer Corps. Look at that. Markham Mangler. Ooh. Markham Shieldbearer.
I would like to march at once. So by your leave...
Nay, not granted. At once? What's that mean? Our laws are clear. Guests are to be sent off with a thundering feast. Even the humans.
Bruver, as was Bruver's wont, insisted. So the Queen accepted the invitation, but as was her wont, set a condition. The feast was to last but one night, and not, as was the wont of local custom, an entire week.
A week's feast.
All clans were to be represented at the feast, save one, of course, the Zigrins. For they had already learned their punishment. The entire clan was banished from Mahakam. An exception was made for one of their number,
Gabor.
for Gabor, who was beheaded before the day was done.
That sucks. I mean, what are we going to do? Like, I imagine the Zigrins will pay it. I'm sorry that happened with Gabor, but you should have known better, man. Should have known better.
When the sun had retired behind the peaks, the underground city came alive with the sound of bugles, bagpipes, and horns. The dwarves emerged out into the central square and danced exuberantly, sparks kicking up from their hobnail boots. The usually crabby Elder-in-Chief Hoog proved a cordial host that evening.
Let's drink, lest our neck shafts grow cobwebs!
Agreed, Catpig. He was manipulating the whole time, so...
Suddenly, a messenger arrived. Bruver lifted his copper horn to his ear and listened with furrowed brow.
What's that? Speak up!
When she saw a sour grin on his face, Meve knew the tidings were not good. Yet she did not suspect they pertained to her directly.
Meve, you expecting anyone?
How's that?
Runner says a delegation's arrived at Carbon. Freyliria and Rivia got a Nilfgaardian escort.
Oh, great.
How dare they? Traitors. Who leads it?
You'd best sit.
Her son?
Who leads the delegation?
It's your son.
Yep.
Willem, I fear.
Called it.
Willem.
Mahakam remains neutral as regards all your squabbles. I trust I needn't remind you. So I'll have no scrambling nor shoving, and certainly no bloodshed. Point of fact, I'd prefer it if you...
I wish to speak to him.
I'd forbid you, but, as I said, never seen a more stubborn wench. Alrighty then, jabber away with him. Just remember, hands to yourself.
Neve spotted banners, a Lyrian eagle upon one surrounded by Nilfgaard's black rags.
We're going to run a little bit over, by the
Her
way,
hands became
because
fists,
Blackheart is
showing
cancelled
how
for tonight, so
helpless
we
she
can run a
felt.
little over.
Then her son and rival, Willem, emerged from behind a row of Imperial footmen.
My. I should apologize. It seems I missed the coronation. Congratulations, my son. Who was it who placed the crown? General Ebdahi?
Count Caldwell.
Ah, yes. Our elder statesman. Why have you come here, of all places? To acquire arms for Nilfgaard?
As my official mission, yes. Yet unofficially, I wish to speak with you. I trust you've had tidings from the field. Edirn turned to ash and dust. Vizimir murdered Redania in chaos. Faltus forced to strike a pact by his vassals betrayed, Henselt the same.
This limerick, will it come to a point?
Why, yes. To the same as this war. Mother, I beg you, you must see it. Nilfgaard's victory is inevitable. Surrender now, and I shall show you mercy. For later it'll be too late.
I think you have got your head in the wrong place, son. Let's be clear. There's not going to be me surrendering.
There will be no later. We shall repel them, drive them south at the points of our pikes.
This we, Mother? Who precisely do you mean? You stand alone.
That's not true.
An impression many might have indeed. Yet I've allies. Those long loyal and those new.
Where, Mother? In Zerrikania? For here, in the north, why, there are none. The fight is done.
Your friends from Nilfgaard will learn that is simply not true, when their ignorance bites them in the arse.
So you aim to persist? Whatever for?
For our freedom. For independence.
Curious. I could have sworn it was for your ambition, to soothe your wounded pride.
Wow. Slap.
When I was crowned, a fact you deride, though that makes it no less true, I swore the good of my subjects would guide me. And a war we are doomed to lose cannot in any way benefit them.
And slavery can. You know well the Blackclads put peasants in chains, like cattle.
Reprehensible, I agree, but...
And resettlement? Forced labor? Cruel laws that make death the punishment for the slightest offenses? Are those benefits? Well, answer me!
I see I will not sway you, Mother. A shame, though I take comfort in the fact I tried. And now, adieu.
Oh no, I, not you, will decide when this conversation is over.
Oh, have we anything else to discuss?
Are you perhaps aware that the Nilfgaardians tried to kill me?
What? No, I heard only about an avalanche.
Mm-hmm.
Which tumbled down through no small effort of an Imperial envoy.
Never would I have agreed to such a heinous act.
I believe you.
I'm heartened that, despite all we...
I believe you because I believe the Nilfgaardians wouldn't ever have asked your opinion. Think on it, son. Are you their ally or their tool? Can you ever be sure?
I am the King of Lyria and Rivia. To serve my subjects' best interests, I am prepared to make even the most painful concessions. Might I leave now? Or is there more?
Naturally. How did you know you would find me here?
I received Nilfgaardian reports to the effect that you've been seen in the pass.
That's great. One second. I want to make sure that was working. All right.
Oh, roses are red and so are your cheeks, my son. As ever when you're caught in a lie. Lyria is 2 weeks' travel hence. Had you received word only once I was here, we'd have been long gone from Mahakam by the time you assembled a force and completed the march.
Someone is lying.
No. You were forewarned of our intended route. It means I've a traitor in my ranks.
Yep.
Another one. Get out of my sight, villain. And pray we only ever face one another on neutral ground.
Meve struggled inside not to turn and gaze once more at her son. He'd changed since they'd last faced each other, grown manlier, and he wore the crown well. The Queen returned to the banquet hall. Her advisors shot her questioning glances, curious what she had discussed with Bruver. But Meve decided to keep the details to herself. One of them wore a Nilfgaardian lead around his neck. Until she knew who, she would have to remain vigilant.
Really hope it's not Gascon.
Feasting's done, Reynard.
Or Reynard, even.
We must consider our next move.
I've thought on it, Your Grace. We've strength enough to hit the foe, but still not the numbers to face him in open battle.
So what do you propose?
This war we cannot win alone, nor even with the dwarves at our side. But if we secure a victory, small yet symbolic, we shall show the other realms of the north all is not yet lost. Thus, I propose we attack behind the front lines, somewhere well clear of any major Imperial force.
Where would you suggest?
I'm considering Angren. To begin with, a thickly wooded marshy land, always helpful in clandestine operations.
Great. Thickly wooded and marshy.
The land's strategically important, as it's the chief source of building material for Nilfgaard's fleets.
All too little, I fear. Since we require a victory that would be symbolic, we must strike where it shall hurt. And Angren...
Just recently welcomed a new regent, in the person of Count Coldwell. My third argument.
Oh.
Naturally, if Your Majesty wishes, I'm prepared to present alternatives to this.
No need. We march at dawn.
Yep. Take out that bastard Caldwell.
Meve had toiled, cajoled, persuaded, and gained the dwarves' support. She left Mahakam strengthened, markedly. Even so, the Queen was in a foul mood. For it was clear a traitor, a viper, nested among the Lyrians. Someone who had conveyed the Queen's plans to her foe. From this moment on, Meve would need to weigh every word she uttered, even in the presence of her closest associates.
Your Grace, we must plot our course forward. Shall we take the western passage into Angren, or...
Not now.
When, then? Dawn approaches, yet we know nothing of where...
I will not repeat myself.
The Queen knew she would learn the traitor's identity in the end. If need be, she would tear the name from the throat of another turncoat, Count Caldwell. Meve drooled at the prospect of seeing Caldwell in chains, then passing him to the hangman.
Saddle the horses. I shall take the fore.
I like these cutscenes.
The time for diplomacy, for preparations and negotiations had gone. Meve was to attack her foe at last, and she could not wait to do so.
Nice. Achievement unlocked. We have the high ground. Complete the main storyline for Mahakam. Yes, we do. Well, because Caldwell is one of the main people.
At long last, Meve's force reached Angren's marshy woods. Ever been?
Thank you, Manio.
No. Count yourselves lucky.
Are you certain we haven't lost our way?
Alas, here there is no way. We continue south, that's all.
Suddenly we're on Dagobah.
Meaning the bottom.
Should you ever venture there, I offer you this advice. Do your utmost to make no noise. Poor soul. His comrades cried out, reached out, but alas, amidst frothing waters they heard bones cracking, the moan of metal bent and crushed.
What a delightful place.
What the bloody hell, what was that?
Rather not know, personally.
Hold your positions! Arms at the ready!
It was a glusty war. one of many the Lyrians would encounter along their path. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. At last, Meve and her force stood upon the Yaruga's bank. To find and punish the traitor Caldwell, they would have to cross the river. Yet the sole bridge nearby was in Nilfgaard's hands.
Your Majesty, some new reports require your attention.
Wow. Look at that. Okay, let's take a look at the reports, then we're going to save it, and then I'll be it. Angren partly under Nilfgaardian control. Black-clad troops hold key fortresses and transportation arteries, but little beyond that. Swampy wilds remain uncharted, untamed. Count Caldwell rules Angren on behalf of Emperor, commands small division at Tuzla Castle south of swamps. Nilfgaardian troops also supervise log-cutting operations supplying their fleet. Further danger presented by monster attacks. Foul beast present in Angren's wetlands in numbers far exceeding those found anywhere else. Yeah, I agree, Dizzy, that the Witcher may be part of this then. Meve, remember the volunteers from Markham aren't to go without victuals, bevies, or brawls. Don't be stingy, I'm paying. And make sure they don't chum around with the other troops more than the absolute minimum. Keep them segregated. I don't want any of your idiotic human fashions depraving my decent dwarves and infecting the mountains when they get back, BH. P.S. If you fight the Blackclads with the same mule-headedness you showed me, they're in for a solid beating. Don't give up. Your Majesty, you surely already know Count Caldwell's been handed control of Angren. Your son Willem seized this chance to assert his independence. When General Abdahi is absent from the capital, the young prince pushes his own decrees to the Council of Peers. It's not for me to judge whether this all isn't according to some plan of the invaders. Yesterday, emissaries from Temeria and Cadwin came to court. I'm afraid they seek to cut a deal with the Nilfgaardians. If Redania joins them, the war will end and the enemy shall triumph. My lady, the North needs a victory. You must know your fight is of the utmost importance. We need you now more than ever before, Captain Tobias. Okay. Last but certainly not least. Okay, I want to check this because we've got the dwarves here. So, set a unit's power equal to Mahakan's shield bearer's power, charge 2. It's pretty useful. Whoops. Move 2 units with the same power to the other row on their side. Laka Mangler. God damn it. Damage an enemy and all other enemies with the same power by 2. Ooh. That's pretty useful. I'm really enamored with these direct damage deals. Okay. Let me get rid of the footman. I'm going to put that one up. I need another one of those up there. Let's bring this one down and put him up. And I think that's pretty good. Okay. Last thing of the day is this and then saved. Let's work right to left.
You need my help with anything? Anything at all. I've ideas aplenty.
How are you getting along with the others?
Ever travelled with an army before?
Frankly, can't say that I have. You folk are my first. And let me say, it's not nearly as dull as I expected. Your travelling companions are fascinating, truly.
Is that so? Who, if I might ask?
Let me think. Then there's that aged woman. Isabel, is it? Oh, your grace, a complete lunatic, that one. Did you know she believes the world to be round? Round! Like an egg!
Like an egg!
And just between the two of us, the quiet chap, Xavier, gives me the willies, truth be told. Could just be on account of his face looking like a piece of taffy stuck to the sole of a boot. Who else? Oh, right, a word of advice. Never play Gascon at cards. He's a hustler, that one. And he tells tall tales. About debts, specifically, ones that I supposedly owe him.
I like Barnabas.
And the Reynard fellow. What a jester. Always good for a laugh.
I'm sorry, what?
Every day he barks at me, stand at attention, with a perfectly straight face. And last, he asked asked if I'd served in the Norm Army. I mean, really. Sometimes I just can't with that man.
Very thorough, Barnabas. I thank you.
All right,
Time
see
I
ya.
attended to other matters.
Ah, yes, you're still here. Off you go, then.
Okay, what about...
Yes, my lady?
Xavier?
I haven't had the opportunity to thank you. Had you not been so alert, we'd have fallen to our deaths in Mahakam.
I merely did my duty, Your Majesty.
Modest as ever. Yet once the war is over, I shall make certain you're properly rewarded.
My lady, the one reward I desire is victory. Your victory.
Other matters await my attention. We shall speak later.
As you wish, my lady.
Like Xavier. All right, what's up, Gascon?
Hey ho, how's my favorite queen in the north?
Ever regret your bandit
Ever have
life?
regrets? Feel remorse?
For what?
Oh, I don't know. Killing innocents, perhaps? Murdering travelers, pilgrims?
I've always warned them. Won't touch a hair on your heads, provided you don't resist. So, see, gave them a choice. Besides, innocents? Please, Maeve. We both know those to be mythical creatures.
Yep.
Everyone's got something on their conscience.
So there's always call for murder.
That's right. Dead right. You need but answer it.
It's time I attended to other matters. Farewell.
And Reynard.
Yes, Your Grace?
I don't know whether to trust Reynard or Gascon, or could be Isabel, I guess, who's the traitor, but I'm guessing Reynard, but who knows? Why are the Nilfgaardians so cruel?
Reynard, you fought in the first war against Nilfgaard, did you not?
Yeah, that's very true, Mirinda.
Yes, Your Grace. Though, as a mere captain then.
Were they equally cruel? Did they scorch fields, turn peasants into slaves?
No, Your Grace. They fought with honor in those days.
So, what's happened? Why the change?
It's said Emperor Emir var Emrys's heart hardened over the years. He's grown crueler, more ruthless. His soldiers' zeal for violence has followed suit.
I kind of like Gascon, actually, in his own way.
But you don't say that.
No, Your Grace.
To your mind, why do they now despise us as they war against us?
I mean, Gascon actually has saved us a couple times, too.
Tis ever easier to loathe those you know.
I wish we still had,
Before the
Sarek.
First War, they knew nothing about us. Then they saw they'd the better weapons, larger cities, superior craft. That in our towns, waste flowed through the streets in open gutters. And they concluded we weren't their equals. It's far easier to kill when one holds such a belief.
It's time I attended to other matters.
It is indeed. Okay, lovely. Just to confirm, I'm going to need, let's see. Still need that 2,500 wood, but not right now. Okay. Here we go. This is the map we're looking at, people. Oh my god. The marshland, although this looks a little smaller, thank goodness. That marsh, though. Look at these markers. The markers! Look at it, chat! Be absorbed by the markers! It's like The Witcher again! You have to do all of this by tomorrow! Oh my god. Witcher flashbacks! Oh man. There you go. Good times, good times. Oh my god, man. Well, Christmas. Oh man. Good times, good times. All right, folks. Well, that is going to do it for me. I stayed on a little bit longer because I was in the middle of finishing up that one map and because Blackheart was not going to be here. So, but now the time has come to finish off. And it's 28 hours that I've put into it, but I feel like I got to be in the home stretch by this point, I think. So it's been great. Good times. I'm looking forward to playing more of this. I hope you folks are as well. I am going to be, that's it for me until next week. I'll be back here next week with more Thronebreaker and Pen and Pixels as we do episode 162 next week. And then 2 weeks from tonight will be D&D with GOG. Storm King's Thunder will make its return in 2 weeks. As for my own channel, you'll be able to find me over there on Friday. I'll be at the Farpoint Convention in Baltimore at a book fair where I will be hopefully doing a remote stream from there. I will be able to hopefully interview a few authors that are there as well, which would be kind of neat. We'll see if that can happen. Yeah, you're welcome to stop by there. And then on Saturday, we will continue from the road with the power of my portable streaming rig Arvbox. I will continue with my Esper Genesis sponsored campaign, which is like a space opera tabletop role-playing game thing on my channel, and I hope that is something which is interesting to you as well. But that's going to do it for me for now. I believe since Blackheart has changed, I actually don't know who's up next. Oh, yes. Biff McSkylark in Battle Princess Madeline, a scant 13 hours from now. But that's going to do it for me. Thank you, everybody. If you haven't done so already, please follow the channel. Please subscribe to the channel at GOG.com. Twitch channel here, you can get those awesome emotes. And if you haven't done so already, please consider also jumping through to all of our individual streams, because we all have individual subsystems and Patreons and things like that. And thank you all for being here today. You are all lovely people. And I hope you enjoyed yourself as I did. And I will see all of you on my channel on Friday. Or if not, I will see you on this channel back here a week from now on Tuesday. Otherwise, hopefully you'll stop by with GOG tomorrow. That's it. Thanks, everybody. Much love, and I will see you all soon. Have a good night. Oh, also, 70-0! 70-0!